Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the holy grail of endurance racing. We're at Le Mans for round number 4 of the LSR LMU Championship. My name is Nicholas Poitras. I'm joined alongside my co-host Jarvis Coyd. Today we have the 2 hours and 40 of Le Mans here in LSR. Man, oh man, everyone has been so pumped for this, so excited, because we know this is the big fish to catch, and wow, this is going to be some amazing racing. But also what's amazing about this, no LMGT3s. Every single driver on this grid is using the hypercars, and they're going to be going flat out. Jarvis, we were seeing in practice a few drivers, specifically Ponset in the Alpine, maybe being the class of the field as they're just starting the lap, going down the Dunlop curve and into the S's. Do you think he might be the man to go for that pole position?
He definitely can. He's got the pace around 3 seconds faster in practice. Not that it's representative, as everyone maybe just trying to acclimatize to the track, but Ponset definitely has the pace to go fastest in the French Alpine as well, to be fair. He's already purple, but he is the first car out on the proper lap, I believe.
Yes, absolutely. And he's got pretty much clean air, clean track, no worries at all. He's built up such a big pace advantage to everyone else. But if you go look at the 35, his teammate, he does have a Peugeot in front of him, and I think that's Gideon in the 94 car, the only other Canadian on the list. He was doing really strongly last time out in Spa before. I think he had a bit of a run-in with someone during the race. I could be wrong, but as of right now, blue flags are actually showing for the Peugeot in front of the Alpine. That means that Alpine absolutely has a load of pace. But a few drivers also, I'm noticing different compound choices. Some guys on the mediums, other on the softs, but most importantly, the guys on the softs, look at how much energy they're using. Look at Bradley Kennedy in car number 99. He's already down to 25%. So you can see that there's a very different strategy to how some of these drivers are using their energy deployment. Some drivers have a lot, others not a lot at all.
Absolutely. We can see Ponset just going past Sector 2 now. It's an 80-second Sector 2, 80.7. And that's the fastest Sector 2 we've seen so far. That's 1 hour to Bergqvist, also through Sector 2. I believe Bergqvist is just ahead of the Alpine as Ponset goes past. Oh wait, no it's not. That's not Ponset. Wait, hold on a second. I'm getting mixed up with my drivers here. But there's 2 Alpines on the grid here. My bad, honestly. So let's go to Ponset and focus on the driver that's on the lap at the moment, because the Peugeot has slowed down to let an Alpine through.
Yes, Ponset now going through the Porsche curves, absolutely flying. If we're looking at the Sector 2 times, he's a 10th faster than, actually, sorry, not a 10th. He's only about 8,000 of a second faster than the second place man in the second sector, which is the Joker in the Lamborghini in car number 63, who was oh so quick last time out at Spa. But now entering into the Ford chicanes, what is going to be the time? This is going to be the benchmark time for everyone else on the grid for the 36 car. Out of the Ford chicanes he goes, and across the line, let's see what that time's going to be, a 3:25.8. There's a lot of time to improve on that.
Absolutely.
Going for another lap. But let's see, with a few more cars coming around their final laps, Gideon now coming across the line. He does a 3:30, so 5 seconds slower than Ponset.
Joker will come across the line very soon now. He's one of the few drivers to come close to Ponset, and he'll come across the line now, and it's only 4.5 tenths slower. A good lap for the Lamborghini driver. It's a 1:26.296.
You're saying 1:26 You
Oh,
gotta
3:26.
add an extra 2 minutes.
So I keep
It's
forgetting.
3:26.
I keep forgetting how long this lap is, but yes, it is
It's a long
3:26.296. Small Kennedy also came across the line with 3:29 as well, and that was Kyle Welling coming across the line with 3:35.7.
So we do have about a 10-second gap between everyone, and you know, Kyle is one of my buddies, and I do talk to him a lot, and he's been telling me how difficult it's been to get the Cadillac up the pace. He's been saying driving the GT3s have changed my driving style so much. Getting used to a little bit more of an open window with the Cadillac has been a little bit more difficult to use as he goes through. I almost said Beau Rivage yet again, but goes through Tête Rouge and now down the back straight. Kyle Welling looking to find some improvement, and it looks like he's up about 1.5 seconds on his first sector. So getting some improvement, hopefully, going to be a lot closer.
Smolka will come across the line now in the Toyota, and it is a 3:28.925. That puts him into third place. A good starting lap, currently 3 tenths faster than Kennedy. Alright, so a few drivers. Sorry, go ahead.
Nah, you're all good. I was just about to ask if you could share your screen on Discord just so I could see what you're seeing as well.
Absolutely.
But as of right now, going down the back straight, I am looking at Ponset. He has been improving. He's been going purple in both of the sectors. On the Delta, he's half a second up. So it looks like at the pace he's going, it's gonna be probably a 3-minute 25.2 or 3 if he keeps this pace up, which is exactly what he's looking for to get that pole position. The Alpine is just flying through these sections. There's pretty much, it's just a 2-horse race between Ponset and Joker right now, but I am intrigued to see if anyone else is gonna try to get out on track and set some fast times. I know there's a few drivers who have yet to set a time.
Yes.
We got Fernando Alonso, we got Phoenix, Mungate, Strictly, Leonard. We got a lot of drivers who haven't come out. But as soon as I said that, I think one of the BMWs has just left the pits. Yes.
Oh, and Ponset spins at the final corner. Ponset isn't able to finish this lap. He still has enough time to do another one, but he's going to come straight into the pits after spinning out on that lap attempt. Unfortunate for him, honestly. As we see one of the Alpines, who is it? Oh, I think that was an Alpine coming by, but we got Gerard, who hasn't set a lap time in the Peugeot, will come across the line to set his first time lap of the session, and it's a 3:32.250.
Which is honestly pretty okay. We'll be seeing eventually a little bit of time being done. I know we only have about 3 minutes and 45 seconds, which means only one lap is available.
Yes.
I'm just looking through some of the energy deployments. Bradley Kennedy has 11% energy, and he's going for another lap. So I'm going to be very intrigued to see how that goes out. But looking at the 499P now of Jonah De Lucia, I believe this will be our first proper Ferrari time as Frokov in the GT3 just completely on his own. And across the line, let's see what his time's going to be. It's a 3-minute 33, I believe is what that says.
Oh, yeah. So,
yes, it is.
Yep. I should probably
It's a 3-minute 33.060. Quite a bit down on pace, but not the worries in the world as there's plenty of time to go for one more lap. Everyone else is going for one lap. Ponset is still in the garage, so he's going to be done for this session. So that pretty much means Joker is going to be out on his own to try and get that lap done. I'm now spectating him going through the first chicane back down the back straight. He does have a car in front of him, so we'll see what kind of advantage that could play to him. Looking to get on the pole. He's guaranteed to be on the front row, which is exactly what he's looking for. He converted that into a win last time out. Let's see if he can do it again.
Just having a look through the other cars on the track at the moment. There's 3 drivers in the hypercar category that won't be doing a lap now because it's P-Dad, Stickley and Lenorand who are still in the pits. So they'll be starting at the back of the grid for the start of this race. So that's an interesting... as I say that, Stickley goes out of the pits in the Ferrari. But he won't have enough time to go across the basically 3-minute 40 timeout lap to start one.
No, I don't think he will have the time, but we're looking on board with Kyle Welling, or we were looking on board.
Sorry.
We see... That's all good. We're seeing one of the... we don't know who this is.
It's Fernando Alonso in the Cadillac.
Oh! The GOAT has joined us for racing, and he's taking out all the pylons. Look at him go. That's a beautiful pylon physics. That's actually amazing. As he goes down the back straight. He's green in the first sector, but he is quite a way down on pace, but not a worry in the world.
Yeah.
As we're coming up now to a minute left on this session, Antoine Possett still on top with the Joker in second, Kennedy in third. I didn't see him get that time down, but he's up in the third. Philippe Smolka in fourth in the Toyota. Bergvis in fifth with Perez in sixth. Gideon in seventh, who's coming through the Ford chicanes right now. Let's see. He's green in all 2 sectors, so this could be an improvement for him.
And it is. And it's
a 3-minute 30, a 7.59. It's 4.9 seconds down on the lead, but in 6th place, and he technically has time for one more lap, so I think he is going for it. I wonder how many other drivers might have that opportunity. Not 100% sure. Nico Perez going through the Porsche curves, looking to get his time on the board as that time on the qualifying session is officially coming to a close.
Yep. Perez isn't improving on this lap at the moment. Sorry. And as we see, Perez is not improving. DeLucia doesn't look like to be improving, although it's... Let's see what he gets. As we see Lucia come across the line, and as the checkered flag waves, it's a 33. Yeah,
33A, just nowhere on pace, but that's not to be a worry. There's a few drivers who are still going out for their flying lap. Most importantly, it's the Joker. But I'm looking at the splits. He's actually faster than Poncet in the first sector. He's just at 32.315. The best sector we've seen is a 32.372. So he's a little bit up on pace. And I'm looking at the Delta. He is so close to Poncet right now. He's just got to find an extra 10th through the rest of this lap. And reminder, this is a long lap. So there's plenty of time to find that 10th and a half. But that extra 10th and a half on his Delta right now will give him pole position. Now, entering into the second chicane. Oh, so clean so far from him. I'm really excited to see what he's going to be able to do at the end of this lap. He was the driver to beat last time out in Spa, and it looks like he could be the driver to beat now in Le Mans. Coming down to the Mulsanne corner. It's going to be so hard on braking here, but he's been pretty damn perfect into this section all day long. He's lost a little bit of time on this Deltas, lost about a 10th. Hopefully he'll be gaining that back. Now going down the second straight to go into Indianapolis corner. Still looking at his Delta and looking at his splits. He's up in the splits. A 1-minute 20.789 to Poncet 796. So by the sectors he's faster. But maybe by the overall lap time, he might just be a little bit slower. As now, he's a little bit slower going into Indianapolis. He lost a 10th, but wow, he's just gained about 4 tenths on the Delta through Indianapolis. And now, out of Arnaz, he clips the wall. No, as soon as I was talking about it, he clips the wall, and that's his qualifying over. What are you doing parking the car in the middle of the track? Don't do that. That's not a good idea. He goes back to the pits. And that's going to be Poncet on pole. Joker, who's looking to be on pole with the Delta, just throws it all away out of the exit of Arnaz. Oh, man, that's the last thing you wanted to see in that battle, but it doesn't matter. He's still going to be on the front row. Philippe Smolka beats Bradley Kennedy to third
As
in
we
the Toyota.
talked,
Sets a
Phoenix.
33.490.
Yeah.
Bradley Kennedy in fourth. Bergvis in fifth. Judewan in sixth. Nico Perez in seventh. JD Lucia in eighth. In ninth, we have Kyle Welling. Fernando Alonso in 10th. We got Phoenix in 11th. P-Dad in 12th, Mungate in 13th, Strictly in 14th, and Dickin in
Mungate
15th.
crosses the line. It's his third place for the BMW driver.
Oh! As soon as I was talking about that, I didn't even notice that he was still doing a lap, but a blistering lap of 3:27. Although it's 1.3 seconds off, it's good enough for the second row. So that's a great time from him.
A good time, especially coming in quite late as well. So
yeah, I had no idea. I didn't see that coming down. So that's going to be a second row start. But reminder, guys, this is a 2 hour and 40-minute race.
Oh, it's a 2.4 hour race. So it's 2 hours. So it's 2 hours 25 minutes, according to Deco. So it's a.
That's lovely.
Yeah, so 2.4. So it's 2 hours 25.
I see.
Yep.
All
good. Sorry, I just had to make sure.
And Perez and Jonah have two different answers to that because I asked Jonah and he said it was a 2 hour 40.
Oh,
so.
Well, we'll see. We'll see in like just about 10 seconds.
Yes, we will. So.
Let's see.
But meanwhile, guys, we always appreciate everyone being here. Oh my God. Jesus Christ, I just got jump scared by the fucking FIA technical director.
Teams and drivers.
Please get to the start. Please get to the start now.
Absolutely.
But no, this is,
whatever the distance is.
It's over 2 hours. It's a long
over 2
race.
hours. It's a
long
minute. Race. Yeah.
And there's probably gonna be a moment where I'm gonna start beatboxing or just losing it, which is A-okay, because listen, we have all hypercars, we have no LMGT3s, it's going to be everyone pretty decent on pace, and I think there's going to be a lot of stuff going on, but before I do that, I'm noticing 22 seconds left, we got a few different tire choices. We got one guy on the hards, Smolka, he's going long in the Toyota. The top three, all on softs, so they're going to be pushing their asses off. Now behind them, Bradley Kennedy and Bergquist, mediums. We got Duderwan on the softs, Perez on the mediums, and then everyone else is on the mediums, except for Lennerin and Dickin, who are going to be on the softs in the back. So I'm very, very much intrigued to see how this works, especially for Smolka going on the hards. But now we're getting started with the warm-up lap, or the way off through the grid. Wow, this is gonna be so awesome. I cannot wait to see these amazing cars going through this track for over 2 hours. I'm so excited for you guys to be here and be a part of this. We very much appreciate all the support from the LSR community and outside if you're coming in. And if you are coming in for the first time, please hit that like button and subscribe down below. And you will be able to see more and more races. Join the Discord as well. Come join in on the action. We have some great racing here, not just on LMU, but also on the F1 games as well. So please come in and check that out. But again, we're here for some racing at Le Mans. We got Ponset on the outside. We got the Joker on the inside. Mungate and Smolka on row 2 behind. On row 3, we have Kennedy and Bergvis. Row 4, Gideon and Perez. Row 5, Lucia and Welling. Row 6, Alonso and Phoenix. Row 7, P-Dad and Strictly. Row 8, Lennerin and Dickin. And only one LMGT3 in Frokov. I think his goal is to just try to finish this race, which is a pretty good goal when you're just on your own in the 296. But here we go. Coming up into the Ford chicanes. My name is Nicholas Poitras. I'm joined alongside Jarvis Cohen. Let's get racing here at Le Mans. They're all so close to getting this start on. Come on, boys. Get the pedal to the metal. We got Ponset on the outside. Joker on the inside. Who's going to lead us into the Dunlop curve to start this 2 hour and 24-minute race? It's a green flag start here at Le Mans, and it's going to be a great start from Ponset, the French driver in the French car leading away. We got the Joker in second, Mungate in third. We got Kennedy and Smoker trying to go wheel to wheel around the outside. And now into the Dunlop chicane. Smoker trying to go around the outside of Mungate, but it's Ponset leading. Joker in second. We got a few cars going wide in the background, but it's all clean so far to start this race. No major incidents so far. Smoker doing a good job holding off in fourth, with Perez and Bergfest trying to make a move up in front. Oh, it's 3 wide in the back into the S's, with Vidad getting a move up onto Welling and trying to go up on the G2. But again, up in front, we got Ponset leading, Joker in second, Mungate in third, Kennedy in fourth, as they now go down the Mozan Straight.
It's a clean start for everybody. No major spins, no major turns. And Ponset now 1 second ahead of the Lamborghini. It's an impressive start. This is exactly what Ponset needed for the start of the 2-hour race. 2 hours and 25 minutes confirmed on the timing screen. So we can go racing.
I can't wait to go racing. And you can already see there's a decent amount of splits happening up on track. Everyone's starting to space out a little bit. But you can see already in the back a few cars in the slipstream. P-Dad on the back of Phoenix in the BMW getting some slipstream in the background. We'll see if he's able to get all the way down the corner. Not saying in the slipstream all that much, but everyone kind of saying pretty much single file. No one making any mistakes. A few walk-ups up in front, but yeah, everyone all clean so far. They learned their lesson from Spa. They didn't need the chaos. But as soon as I say that, the Alpine of Phoenix getting, or sorry, I'm not sure that, no, that's Lenneran, sorry, in the yellow Alpine, getting swarmed a little bit by Kyle Welling and Dickin in the Cadillac and the Porsche as they come down into the Porsche curves. First heavy braking zone on the track as they go wheel to wheel. Kyle Welling being very conservative with the Cadillac. You got to be conservative. We got a long race ahead as he loses a little bit of time, goes on the grass, as of now it looks like DeLucia is going to take advantage, try to move up in the 13th, while Lenneran's up in the 12th, Dickin in 11th. We're seeing a lot of battling here up and down the field, so this is going to be a lot of fun racing here.
Absolutely.
And maybe you should go on board with Frokov just to see where he's at. Just look a little bit. Oh, his lonesome. Why is he doing this? I can't believe, why would he do this himself? Did he know he was going to win in the other car and he was just like, I'm just going to, just chill a little bit? Because if so, I understand. You got to nerf yourself sometimes. But come on, man. At least be an LMP2 or something. But no, I'm just kidding. But as we go look up at the main battle, we got the Talked Phoenix trying to go after Smoka. Something has happened to Smoka up in front. He was up in fourth, but I think
where's the Porsche?
No! G1 in the Porsche.
Oh, contact! Oh, no!
There's 2 big crashes, 3 big crashes already up on the start. G1 on the G1, the Canadian driver, absolutely binning it at the Porsche curves and taking out his other French compatriot in the Alpine. Oh my God! Frokov was getting murdered there. I think a few other people got hit as well, but the yellow flag is out in the 3rd sector.
The Porsche's missing a wheel. No. Has to go straight into the pits. The front left of that Porsche is missing.
I must say, and he's spinning a little bit into the Sandgraph. Hey, you get this stuff out of the way. You get it out of the way now, then you can have a clean sailing race. Or this could be the start of an unlucky downward spiral. I've seen it a lot in the
Gerard DNFs.
Out and retired of this race, which I find crazy. Why? I think he could have just taken the penalty of staying in the pit box and come out to at least get some points. But no, Gerard is just saying, I'm done. I don't want to do this for 2 hours anyways. I got better things to do. So he's going to be going off and doing stuff. Leonard, he's going to be spinning. This is so frustrating to have this happen on the first lap. The last thing you want to see. But I just realized that livery is so sick in the Leonard car. And now, meanwhile, up in front, Bergqvist and
Perez.
I think that's Perez. Yes. So the two fastest cars are the Alpine and the Lamborghini. We got the first team drivers up in front battling, and these are the second drivers battling here in the mid pack for 5th place. Down the back straight we go. The Alpine, that Mecha Chrome engine absolutely powering as we see him sparking. Whoa, Rada! Going down the back straight and into the chicane. Gets the job done and up in the 5th place. Great overtake from Bergqvist. And now, I'm interested to see if Phoenix might take advantage of that slowing down Lamborghini. He's in the slipstream now, but he might be a little bit too far back to try to go for an overtake into the Mulsanne corner. He looks to be getting a good slipstream. He might go for something daring here. Let's see if he does. Goes around the outside. No, he's just going to hold himself off. Just hold off for that P6, but
he is extremely close, though.
I don't think he is. He's very, very close, and I don't think that Perez got the launch out of that corner that he wanted. Wheel to wheel we go down the back straight. Now into Indianapolis corner. This is where your balls need to be made. A big steal, and he gets the job done. Gets the overtake, or does he? As Perez looking to try and look up the inside. Don't go for a move here. Not yet. Smart boy you are, Nico Perez. Don't go for that move just yet. You got a lot of time to be going for an overtake like that, because we got 2 hours and 18 minutes remaining in this race.
It's only been 7 minutes. Not even that as well.
It's only been 7 minutes as Perez goes down into 7th place for the time being. But up in front, Ponset getting the gap. 2.1 seconds. Absolutely flying. I'm now interested to see, because reminder, Ponset is on the softs, while Joker is on the mediums. However, Joker's just using microly a little bit more energy, just a little bit more, as Joker has hit 82% before Ponset has. But as of right now, Joker does have the fastest time of the session right now, or at least was, because they're their times are not showing up because they're invalidated. That's because they are pushing. You know they're pushing. But that is A-okay for now, as Mungay in 3rd, quite a bit away behind as well. But I'm really intrigued to see that battle up ahead, as we see Phoenix trying to go up against Bergqvist in the battle for 5th place. As you never know, eventually this kind of battle is going to have to heat up, and it's starting to heat up right now as they're entering down into the S's. A few cones being thrown out on track. You know they're pushing now as they're going through the S's and now coming up into Tetra Rouge. They go down the back straight, and it looks like Perez has a run on the BMW. So this could be a 3-way battle down the Mulsanne straight. So we are getting a lot of fun at the beginning of this race.
Yes, absolutely. It's a 3-car battle for 5th place. They're all within a second of each other. This is the closest battle out on track. So let's see what Phoenix can do. He started pretty low in the on the grid, but has climbed up magnificently, and now could be challenging for top 5. Has the pace to do so. Is one of the faster cars out on track, faster than the 2 cars in front of him, Kennedy and Bergqvist. He's on pace with the leaders in this race so far, fastest lap of 3 minutes 30. So it's only a matter of time till we see the BMW catch up very slowly and carefully to maybe the podium places, to be honest.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I'm not sure what he did in qualifying. I don't remember. But, you know, there's some drivers that can just turn that race pace on as soon as they're around other drivers. And the reason I know this is that I'm one of those drivers. And now, as we see, is he's on right back onto the bumper of that Alpine. He could be going for that overtake very, very soon. Switches to the outside. Is he going to go for the inside on this move? No, he's just going to be very patient here. Looking to get a good exit. And good exit indeed, as he gets right alongside Bergqvist as they go wheel to wheel and gets the overtake done. Faking out the Alpine into the braking section, as I lost my words there a little bit. But Bergqvist, I don't think he's done just yet. He got a little bit of slide out of that corner, which means he didn't get the best exit, which looks like that could play into the Alpine's hands. No, the Alpine is just going to back off there. Phoenix up into P5 as soon as I say that, he goes a little bit wide into the grass, loses the place. Will he lose the place to Nico Perez into this corner? He just might, as they go wheel to wheel. And now down this, I almost said the back straight again. This is not the back straight. This is the straight to push the curves, as The BMW just holding on for dear life as Perez looking to try to get past Phoenix into the Porsche curves. He's flashing relentlessly saying, hey, you got off track. You got to give me that position. But hey, he doesn't have to just yet. You're going to have to fight for that one, Mr. Lambo, as Perez looking to try and find any sort of opportunity to get past the BMW, but go single file through the Porsche curves. Bergqvist laughing up in front, getting the gap that he needs, but we'll see how long that lasts with Phoenix having the pace that he has. But as of right now, all are matching on energy. All have 75%, all on the medium, so there's nothing really to worry about. No one's over pushing themselves on battery or on tires, so we'll be seeing that BMW getting an overtake done. And he might try to do it into the Dunlop curves. He's getting quite close now to the back of Bergqvist. Is he going to go for a move into the corner? I don't think so. He's just going to have to stay single file. Goes a little bit loose through that corner. Loses a little bit of time. I think he's going to have to wait this one out until the Mulsanne.
Yeah, absolutely. The dirty air. Basically, making less downforce. Not really catching up. Now it's slowly catching up. It's got a great exit through those curves. And the Alpine goes wide slightly, and that allows the BMW to have a good run on exit. So the slipstream all the way up to the first chicane. Will the BMW try to go for the overtake on this lap? He's done so, just a few kilometers ahead, but right behind. Will he wait? No, he goes for the move on the inside, and the Alpine lets him go.
Wow, just no contest as well. I mean, fair enough. You got 2 hours and 13 minutes. Why put up a big fight like that? I know track position is so important, but it looks like the Alpine actually got a pretty good exit out of that corner. So we'll see. Maybe this fight isn't as over as we thought. But Nico Perez already lost them in the back. I think he's down 2 seconds now to these guys in 5th and 6th. So we're seeing some gaps already start to form.
This Alpine is mega in the straight line. Like, it's so quick. I can't believe it, honestly.
I can't believe it, too. That Mecha Chrome V6, that's a Formula 2 engine. Guys, how is it this fast? But look at him getting onto the back of the BMW. I can't believe it. He's already right onto the bumper. You might go for an overtake here into Mulsanne corner. No, you won't. I mean, he's been pretty conservative on the defensive end. I'll be surprised if he has gotten any so aggressive up in front. Interestingly, though, I thought that they were losing time to, or I thought they were gaining time that Kennedy is in front. As we see in the background, Philippe Smoka got a little bit off in the Toyota. I saw him go wide through the Mulsanne corner.
He is on the hard
tires,
yeah.
And so he's going to be going extra long. And he's also been pretty conservative on his energy. He's used the least amount of energy compared to anyone else. First driver, actually, no, that's not true. Kyle Welling has been the most conservative on energy. But as of right now, that battle for 5th and 4th, not 5th and 4th, 6th and 5th and 6th still remains. But I'm seeing that BMW gaining a lot of time through the Indianapolis corner and out of Arnage. He's put on a bit of a gap.
It may be that the BMW has more downforce, has put slightly more wing just to be faster through the Porsche curves, because you saw how fast the Alpine was in the straight line, but the BMW just absolutely monsters these corners, and he's already gained around a second just through that section alone. So
yeah, wow.
So that BMW, monstrous, absolutely, through the last sector.
Absolutely monstrous. And I'm hearing, I could be wrong, I think I just heard someone enter into the pits. I could be very wrong. I heard the pit
Lenorand
button command, and it is Lenorand, so I'm not sure what he's going to be doing. That Renault livery is phenomenal,
it's great.
By the way.
I love it.
Great livery. It's such a shame to see what happened in the race. I'm not sure what he is doing, though. He is going for a stop. I'm not sure if this is a time penalty or something, but he's currently in the pits right now. Only one in the pits.
A very short pit stop as well. That was a very short pit stop.
That is not true. Incorrect. There is another driver that has just entered the pits, and it's Fernando Alonso in the Cadillac. The yellow Cadillac now entering the pits. He's got a bit of damage on his front and rear bumper, so he could be going in to fix that. as he's now entering his stop. He was just a little bit ahead, now just having to reverse back. Hey, we've all been there. We've all done that. But now, looking out on track, it looks like Mr. Phoenix in the BMW slowly starting to catch up to Bradley Kennedy in the Porsche and maybe go for an overtake and get up into 4th place.
It was only a lap ago that Phoenix was just 4.5 seconds behind Kennedy. Now he's 1.4 seconds.
Well, excuse me. I think Kennedy probably made a mistake of some sort. That, or Phoenix is just on the lap of the gods right now, which he's not. He's doing a 3-minute 29.0. He's about 2 seconds slower than Ponset right now. But the main thing that I'm seeing out of this is that he is 2 seconds faster than Mr. Kennedy, at least on the last lap. Kennedy did a 3:31.7, and with Phoenix doing a 29, 2 second a lap pace, he was down 4 seconds, and now he's a 1.5 seconds. It checks out.
Yeah.
It really does. And now going through Mulsanne corner, ooh, he's getting a little bit wide on exit, but yeah, he's going to be in striking distance very, very soon, looking to maybe move up into P4. The Porsche doing a pretty good job of holding off for now, and doing a pretty good job on battery as well. Just a little bit more battery than Phoenix, just like 0.1%, as I saw him go down to 61% like a second after Phoenix. So he's just doing marginally better on energy, but not doing that well on pace, as already you can see the BMW right on the rear bumper as they exit Arnage. And down the straight they go into the Porsche curves. We see how fast that BMW is through the Porsche curves. He gained a second on the Alpine in front. Let's see if he might be right up on the bumper of the Porsche through this section. He will have a bit of dirty air though, but you can already see, look at how much he's gained just through that section alone, just getting a little closer, finding his time. He's either going to go for it here at the Ford chicane, or he's going to go for it into turn 1. Regardless, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Look at how close he is now on the back bumper of the Porsche.
Phoenix, starting from 12th place, is now up to 5th. It could be 8 places gained within, what is it now? Only 18 minutes. So what can he do now? I mean, like, look at that positions gained.
Yeah, wow.
You can see that Phoenix has gained the most positions in 7. Could be 8. Kennedy gaining 1. Small Card losing 4. That's the biggest loser so far, but he did start on the hards, struggling to fire up those hard tires, to be fair. But yeah, let's have a look 100%. At this battle between Phoenix and Kennedy. Take it away.
Yeah, we'll take it away into the S's. Phoenix just, he's getting right up and close, but that dirty air that we see from these cars is just making it a little bit more difficult. But now, through Tête Rouge and down the back straight we go. The Alpine, or sorry, what am I talking about? The BMW, apart from the Alpine, has been pretty damn quick on the back straight. The Alpine was struggling a little bit to get the overtake. He might not be struggling as much to get past his Porsche. Down the back straight we go. They're hitting 200 miles an hour, hitting 205 miles an hour now, as they're hitting 335 kilometers an hour. Down into the braking zone they go, really close on the brakes. He was getting also close to the rear bumper. I thought he was going to hit him a little bit. Compromises his exit a little bit, but he does have the slipstream now into the second chicane. They were called the PlayStation chicane, and then what was the second chicane called?
It was called the Michelin. It was called the Michelin chicane back in 2012, but now it's probably changed now. You can see the Porsche and the BMW. The BMW just doesn't have that much straight line speed to go for a move into these chicanes, and the Porsche kind of pulls away on exit. So the main place that Phoenix can possibly get a move is pressuring the Porsche to make a mistake on exit through the hairpin, like he did the couple times with Perez and the Alpine, or go for an insane move through the Porsche curves, which he's been so strong at this entire race.
He has been so strong in this entire race, but the question is, it's not about doing the right thing. It's about doing the right thing at the right time.
Absolutely.
And is it the right time to make a move like that? But now this might be a better time to do it. Down this straight into Indianapolis, he's got a really good run on the Porsche, but he might just be a little bit conservative. Maybe try to make a mistake, or does he? Tries to go around the outside, but the Porsche just positioning
Oh my
his car
God.
perfectly.
He tries to go around the outside.
Here. Is he gonna do it as they go wheel to wheel? Now into Arnaud. She's gonna have the inside line as they go wheel to wheel. The Porsche not giving up at all, but it's gonna be Phoenix moving up in the 4th place. An excellent bit of racecraft to go around the outside in Indianapolis. That's bold because it's so easy to make a mistake going too deep on the brakes in there. That's a lot of trust in the Porsche to keep it safe. And safe he does around the outside and up in the P4.
What a move. Through Indianapolis round the outside. I don't think I've seen that before. That is impressive.
No, I don't think either. I don't think I have either. It's a very, very bold move. Took advantage of the Porsche being ultra conservative into the corner and said, thank you very much. It's BMW 3 and 4 now.
Let's have a look at the Glickenhaus of P-Dad as he's within a second of DeLucia in the Ferrari. This Glickenhaus, man, like, you gotta love it. You gotta love it, man.
It's the best of the slow cars, or you could say the best of the worst, or the worst of the best. But it's just a beautiful car. I almost raced it in my series that I was racing in before I eventually settled with the Valkyrie. The car is just, in all games that I've raced in, it's just a great balance, and it's just a great floor for a car to just work on and just be solid around. And you might not have all the pace in the world to eventually challenge for the win, but you're always going to have a great balancing car that's just going to get you to the end of the race. And that's what they were designed to do. And it looks like P-Dad in P10 right now.
Oh.
Looks like you might do that. As soon as I say that, that goes a little bit wide into the Dunlop chicane, but all good now. Hopefully going to be attacking that 499P very, very soon.
Yeah, as well, because of that mistake, the Ferrari now with 2 seconds in front and P-Dad going slightly wide. So all good. Let's have a look at the gaps. Joker's still within 2.6 seconds of the lead. Hasn't let Ponset run away on the soft compound tyres. In fact, the mediums may come into their own as the twilight begins, headlights turned on. Perhaps the sun setting a little bit, depends how fast the day-night cycle is in this lobby. But Joker, most importantly, now has the fastest lap of the race. Unless he's had that for quite a while now. It's only a 10 faster.
He has had that for quite a while. And as soon as I said that, he just locked up pretty aggressively into the Mulsanne corner. Just lost a little bit of time now. So he just lost about 1.6 seconds of time into that corner. So that's the last thing we want to be saying. The commentator's curse, man.
It's real, man.
It's true. It's real. It's always happening. So he's lost a little bit of not just tire wear, but also a lot of time to Ponset up in front. But hey, man, I know he's probably being pretty conservative on that car. We know the pace that he has in that car once he unlocks it. But yeah, we got 2 hours remaining in this race. He's got plenty of time to go for any sort of opportunity. But as of right now, he's just going to be staying steadfast, about 2 seconds back on Mr. Ponset. But a few seconds behind him is Mungate, just again keeping pretty decent pace, because I'm just looking at their sectors and all of them are pretty equal. No one going outside of ridiculous amount of times. But I'm very interested to see if Phoenix will be catching up to that top 3. I'm looking at his times. He's just a little bit slower than Mungate in 3rd, who's just a little bit slower than Joker, who's a little bit slower than Ponset. So it's kind of all staggering down. Just trickle down, as you say. I just triggered a lot of capitalists by saying that word, but it's okay. Anyways, looking at the times, I must be stopped sometime. As we're looking at good old Phoenix boy, he is quite a way behind. Yeah, 24 seconds. So he's got 2 hours to really bring in that gap. But I am interested to see what kind of pit stop cycles we're going to see, because yeah, we got drivers on the soft, the mediums, and I'm very interested to see Smoka and how far he can go on those hards. But the thing is that everyone eventually has to go to pit for energy regardless of the fact. Absolutely. So I think most of the guys are going to be going in pretty soon. or not pretty soon. They'll all be going in around the same time. I'll be surprised to see someone going for a surprising track or something a little bit out of the ordinary. But yeah, it's gonna be quite interesting moving forward.
We've hit 2 hours remaining. We've got 2 hours left to go.
Oh man,
it's only been 25 minutes, Nick, and we've seen quite a bit of action so far. A lot of battling.
No, I do. And the worst part is, Jarvis, is that I gotta use the washroom pretty soon.
Go ahead.
Well, not immediately.
All right.
But I know it's coming up soon. So I'll probably just have to disappear in the next 5 minutes.
Absolutely.
Unless I bring the microphone to the washroom.
Don't.
I would only I would do that if I was on the Italian feed at 3 a.m. You know how they're always fucking like you know how they're always singing and doing le 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 ma. I'm just gonna do that, but instead I'm just gonna be me bringing the microphone to the toilet, just commentating from the toilet.
How do you know what's happening then?
I totally would not get fired for doing that. Not at all, because the FIA are very, very nice boys. But on board with Bergqvist in the Alpine, he's also a little bit of time to Kennedy. I'm not sure if he will be catching up. And just, you were talking about day-night cycle. The lights are coming on. You can see them on the road. So it is getting dark. So I would suspect that in the next maybe 10, 15 minutes, we'll be seeing it getting real dark and going through that proper night cycle, which I'll be really, really excited to see.
It being night as well means the track cools down and the tyres become colder, which is just prone to be making more mistakes for a few drivers out there.
Yes,
a few lockups, perhaps, a few wide moments we can see, possibly. So, interesting to see how these drivers will cope with it.
No, 100%. I gotta say, from my experience driving a lot of these cars, I actually prefer having colder tires. I'm able, when my tires are about like half a PSI, 1 PSI lower than what they should be, you can force them to do a little bit more. You can be a lot more aggressive with them. So it can, for some drivers, be of advantage, but to others, it could be just as like ice. So you never know. Depending on your driving style, this could be advantage, but it could also be pretty impactful. But as of right now, everyone very, very staggered out on track, as no one is, I don't think anyone is within 2 seconds of each other right now.
Yeah.
The closest gap out on track
is Bergqvist.
It's just showing our leaders. Yeah, it's Bergqvist to Kennedy up in front.
We have had 3 drivers retire from this race in the last 30 minutes. Stickley, Lenorand and Gerard. Gerard having that massive moment through the Porsche curves and taking out Lenorand and I believe the other Porsche of Thomas Dicken with him. Just an unfortunate incident on lap number 1 or 2. It happens, unfortunately, for the Peugeot.
Unfortunately does happen. Sorry, I was just looking on board with Joker. His last lap, a 3-minute 30.0 seconds is the Mungate. So Mungate now, that gap is 3.5 seconds. I'm intrigued to see where that time eventually gets going to. And if Mungate is able to start closing in on the Joker, but I'm looking at that time right now, it's looking very minimal. Mungate, he's pretty much staying around the same time of around 3.5 seconds. So maybe that was just because of what happened into the Mulsanne corner that he had his issue. I'm also seeing a very lonely car in LMGT3. I still do.
Prokop goes wide! The LMGT3 goes wide! The gravel! No! Anyway. No.
What a dramatic fight in the GT3s. It's so close. Prokop is having a schizophrenic race. I know he's mentally battling like 5 cars on track. He's fighting all of his demons on track going into Indianapolis. He's wheel to wheel with 3 ghosts. As one ghost tries to go around the outside. He goes around the outside and gets it done. See, guys, we're not losing it. We're not losing it at all. Not at all. Not at all. But now, I'm seeing Bergqvist 1.4 seconds on Mr. Kennedy, getting closer through the chicane. We know how fast that Alpine is down the back straight. So that could be happening quite soon, actually, in the battle for 5th place.
Yeah.
The Alpine could be moving up and hopefully going to try to close in on Mr. Phoenix. I don't think he will, because Phoenix has put 8 seconds on Kennedy after getting that overtake done. I think that was about 3 laps ago now. But 1.2 seconds now between, excuse me, Bergvis and Kennedy. I must say, I know I'm yawning. I apologize. I had to get up at like 7 a.m. over here on the West Coast because most of these guys are in Europe. So,
yeah,
I had to get up like any other work
yellow flags. There's a yellow flag. Oh, it's gone.
Oh, you're scaring me, Jarvis. Don't you jump scaring me like this.
Oh no, it was a Cadillac.
I know what it was the Cadillac. I was just about to say. We know what that was for. It was the Cadillac.
Oh, Fernando Alonso.
Oh,
dear.
Alonso.
Struggling.
I guess Alonso was really falling off a cliff after dealing with Adrian Newey for fucking so long. So I guess that's what's been going on. So he's gonna be slowing down as of right now. But Bergvis under a second to Kennedy right now. He's getting really, really close in that Alpine. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when between these two, as the battle for P5 is starting to boil up. With a minute and 53 seconds, an hour and 53 minute.
I hope,
guys. Oh my god, I'm losing it. No, I'm not. It's okay.
It's fine. You'll be fine. I think everyone is fine right
okay.
now. Yeah.
But I must say, everyone's now coming down to their last quarter of energy. So these pit stops will be happening very, very soon. So very excited to see what will be happening there. And now, I was just looking at the timing sheets. You made the prediction that Phoenix would be matching the leaders on pace. I said they wouldn't, but no. The fastest cars on the track are the BMWs, both doing 328.2s and 328.4s. So they are just a little bit faster than our leaders right now. So hopefully that could be playing into our hands a little bit down the line. But yeah, but Phoenix is 23 seconds off of Ponset, who's 6 seconds off of Mr. Mungate as the BMWs. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm yawning. I fucking hate yawning.
It's nighttime in game. It might as well be nighttime outside. I'm
gonna turn my webcam on, and you'll just see Nick. You'll just see a Nick sleep cam in the bottom right corner at this rate. But I'm seeing now Kennedy actually gained about a second on Mr. Bergvis. So Bergvis made a bit of a mistake somewhere and has gone a little bit of a cushion now. Gone an extra second of gap to go into the evening cycle, as we're getting very deep into the evening.
Yep.
But yeah, as of right now, that is still the closest battle on the track.
You're fine.
Dude, this is so annoying. I don't want to be yawning. This sucks.
You're fine. Do you want to get a coffee while I take over for like 5 minutes? It's fine.
No, I do not need a tea, mate. I appreciate it though. I don't drink coffee anyways.
Oh, any sort of energy booster.
I should have bought a Red Bull. Fuck. It's okay. But yeah, we're just seeing this battle now. I think a little bit of time is gained from Bergvis. No, he's gained about 3/10. So we'll be see again. That battle will be happening soon. It will be happening soon. But Joker losing a little bit of time to Ponset up in front. Mungate getting a little bit closer and behind. But again, I think what's going to be happening in this pit stop cycle, I think everyone's going to be pretty reactionary to each other. Do what he doesn't do. Absolutely. Kind of thing that we usually see. And so I'll be very intrigued, as we're just entering the night cycle now, what these drivers will be doing for pit cycles, because they're now all on 15. Well, the top three are all on 15% energy. Meanwhile, Phoenix and Kennedy near 20%. So the top three obviously pushing a lot more than anyone else, but well, we'll just have to wait and see when they enter the pits.
Mungate is getting closer to Joker. He's now only 2.6 seconds behind the Lamborghini. He is catching. And
very much catching and doing a 328.213 on his last lap. So very much improving.
Interesting.
So yeah, we'll have to see there, but
as Bergvis is under a second on Kennedy as well, so battles are now starting to kind of ramp up a little bit more. A little bit of a quiet moment for the last 10 minutes or so, but some drivers are now catching up to one another.
Yes, they are. They are starting to do it, as we're seeing Mr. Bergie Verkey going through the top corner. As, oh my god, guys, I'm not losing it. I'm not losing it. It's okay. But here's the thing: we're seeing the Fergie going down the back straight. Will he get just a little bit? Come on, Mechachrome V6, do your fucking thing. No, it's not a V6. It's a V8, isn't it?
No, it's a V6.
Is it V8 or
it's a V6.
It is a V6.
Yeah.
Shit, a Chrome.
It's Mechachrome have never been the most reliable engines.
No,
we saw what happens in a couple. Okay, not just Formula 2 races, but also the first 24 hours this car competed in. They both retired within a couple of hours.
Yeah, a couple of hours. They were really fast, though. If you do remember, they were very, very fast on pace.
But the reliability.
During that race, they were in the top 4 and 5. As
Frokov needs to get out of the way.
Frokov, hello, buddy. Good to see you.
And that will be the...
Again,
he's fighting!
Oh, he's fighting! We're getting some fighting on this track. Finally, we're getting some racing. Frokov making it very difficult for Bergvis, and now Bergvis did lose some time because of that.
He actually did.
He's going to be kicking himself a little bit for that. So, poor Bergie. But hey, he'll be coming up onto the back of the Porsche pretty soon.
Yep, as Mungate is 2 seconds now only behind the Lamborghini. It's getting closer. Like, it's 6/10 halfway through the lap. Now in the middle of basically what it looks like to be midnight at this point. The BMW seems to be happy with this cycle at the moment. So we'll see what happens there. This is the battle for P2 at the moment. We haven't seen Mungate a lot. Has had a quiet start, but fast start to life at Le Mans.
Hey, life at Le Mans is a long life. So these guys are gonna have a long time to figure themselves out, and it seems like everyone's kind of gone into a pretty solid rhythm. As now we're gonna be seeing the first 2 cars entering the pits. Joker and Mungate entering in together. So
and Ponset goes in as well.
Coming out on track. So all 3 cars are going to be going in as well. So that's interesting. Everyone is just like, yep, this is it. And I don't blame them. They do not have enough energy to make another lap. That's as late as they can go. Looks like the Lamborghini just swatting in right in front of the Alpine. I thought he collided with the 36 car. So we'll have to wait and see how they're getting fueled up. But with that now happening,
Phoenix continues on.
Ooh, 9%. Does he have enough energy?
I think he does.
No.
I think he does. 9% should be enough, I think.
But the thing is that do you think he might have to slow down at the back half of the lap? He might not.
Kennedy continues on as well as such as Bergfist.
This is interesting. This is interesting. Everyone else going for their laps. So I think Ponset is leaving the pits now. Yes, he is. Ponset is out. And then immediately following... Who's going to be out first, the Lamborghini or the BMW? I can't tell just
it's Perez.
yet. I think it is going to be not Perez. Oh, it is Perez.
Oh, that's Joker. My bad. I keep forgetting.
The Joker is out, but Perez moves up into 4th overall. But someone has someone has a stop and go. I think Ponset has a stop and go.
Wait, what?
No, I think so.
He does.
He must have had an issue during the pit cycle, and our race leader has completely messed up his cycle and now has to go back into the pit. I'm not sure what he's done. He must have had some sort of infringement, but Poncet has a stop and go. Oh no!
The
So
only thing I can
man
think of is speeding in the pit lane or pressing the pit limiter way too early on exit. That's the only two ways it could have gone wrong for him. But oh my goodness me. What?
That's the last thing you want to see within that fight. I mean, hey, there's still a lot of time to gain that back up. But again, I'm looking at these energy percentage. Phoenix is down the back straight with 5%. There's no way he's gonna make it back, will he?
He'll have to lift and coast. There's no way.
He's gonna have to lift and coast. I don't think an undercut works here at all. I'm gonna be really, really impressed. So this has opened up this race tremendously. So Joker's gonna get the advantage. So now it's a 2-car race between Joker and Mungate because they were very, very close on track. But again, I'm really, really intrigued to see what happens with Poncet and how long that stop and go is going to be and how far down the order he's going to go because of this. So Phoenix at 3%. Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're fine. No, it's just delay in Discord, so it's fine, honestly.
Oh, you're all good.
Yeah.
But yeah, just 3% now for him up in front. Bergqvist is at 3%, but Bergqvist is entering Indianapolis, so oh, dude, they're going to be coming into the pits with like 1%. Phoenix
even
at
that.
2% now. Oh, this is just so close. And they're pushing. You can see how much he's pushing. So yeah, no, he's going to make it. Phoenix is going to make it.
Just about.
But just about. But Bergqvist is at 2%. Perez is going to be at 2%. But look at how far back they are on the track. Just entering the Porsche curves. Oh, they're going to be just running out of fuel. Now entering the pit lane goes Phoenix. I am so intrigued to see where they come out on track. So, as of right now, Joker is entering into Indianapolis corner. So, that's the gap out on track. It's a pretty big gap. Phoenix now coming into the pits. Do not speed whatever you do. Don't be pulling a Poncet. He enters into his pit stop now. And now the dreadful time awaits itself. Bergqvist enters the pits. Kennedy enters the pits. Perez, they're all entering the pits. They all just have 1%. And now we're going to be seeing if they'll be coming up and going for the fight. So Poncet, so he's going to be, will he enter the pits? When will he? Yep. No, he's not going to be entering the pits. I think he has 3 laps to do his stop and go. So he's just going to he's going to be pushing like hell on this stint before he has to go in. So he goes up to the lead. Well, what happens to Perez and so Perez and Mungate, they're going to be going out. So they won't be getting the jump that they thought, or will they? Phoenix coming out on track.
You can see the Lamborghini.
Will he be getting out? You see the Lamborghini on side? No, he won't be able to get it. It was a good effort from Phoenix to try and jump, but
he's so close, actually.
He is really close. That was a pretty good stop. So he does get right up to Mungate and Phoenix. That actually has played to advantage, because we've seen he was matching Mungate and Joker. Now he's right there. So very good job for the undercut to gain roughly about 3 seconds. I think he gained about 3 seconds just going that extra long on that stop. Now he's right there in that battle, which now could be the battle for the lead because of what Poncet now has to do, which is enter the pits. And you can see he is pushing a little bit harder than anyone else now. But wow, this has worked incredibly well for Phoenix. Great strategy call to go that extra lap.
Yeah, that 1 extra lap on low fuel, on heated tires. Remember that the BMW and Lamborghini in front came out on cold tires in the night. That's going to slow them down immensely. This 1 lap extra that Phoenix has done has really put him into the battle. Only 1.1 seconds behind the other BMW. It's impressive, honestly. Good strategy call, even if it was cutting it quite close to the virtual energy that he had.
Yeah, it was cutting it close, but hey, it's so close, but no cigar. I'm looking now at Smoka. I'm really, yeah, the hards was not the correct strategy because he still had to go in with the energy deployment and look after that. As just right in front of him, though, we do have a bit of a battle on the racetrack. Nico Perez and Bradley Kennedy having a bit of a fight for P6. The Lamborghini trying to get close to the Porsche and try to go for a battle. I'm not sure if they did actually overtake at all on track. I think Kennedy was ahead of Perez during the pit stop cycle, but
Yeah, he
the
was.
cycle has come a lot closer. So entering into the chicane, just a little bit behind the Porsche right now.
These two were pretty far apart before the pits, and now Perez is under a second behind. I don't know what happened. Maybe they went out. Maybe the Perez went out of the pits slightly earlier than Kennedy.
Oh, and Bergqvist. Sorry, I'm looking at some of the
good.
times. Bergqvist going oh so wide in car number 5 through the Le Mans corner, lost a bunch of time. But I just realized he's in no man's land. He's got nothing to worry about. Even if he makes mistakes, he can make those mistakes with plenty of opportunity. As I was just going through and checking out some of the cars there, just to see what our battles are. I am now going to go to use the washroom. I will be right back. So take it away,
fine.
Jarvis.
Absolutely fine, because the battle for the podium, P2, P3, P4, are all one after the other. 1 second splitting Mungate and Joker, 1 second splitting Mungate and Phoenix. 2 BMWs versus 1 Lamborghini. Phoenix gaining 8 places. Has been incredibly quick so far. Pitted that 1 lap later. It's going to be so close, as Mungate is under a second with Joker. You can see them on the same picture, going through to start another lap with 1 hour and 38 minutes left to go. We're approaching the halfway point, and this battle could rage on for however long it takes. They'll have to be smart about it. This isn't Spa. We only got 90 minutes to get the overtake done. No, it's 2 hours and 25. Slightly spreading out the cars as Phoenix has lost a bit of time through the first sector. 1.7 seconds now between the 2 BMWs. Mungate's still up there in 3rd place, just 9 tenths behind the Lamborghini. The BMW much stronger through the twisty stuff. Lamborghini having a lot of pace on the straights though. Ponset still not pitting in to service stop-go penalty. Let's see what happens with that Alpine in front. But yeah, let's see this battle for 2nd place. Could be for the race lead, mind you. As we head into the 2nd chicane. Ponset now exiting out of the airpin, but this battle, let's have a look. Mungate, half a second behind the Lamborghini. Barreling down towards Indianapolis. The BMW driver just behind went round the outside of Indianapolis for a wonderful move. Not close enough to replicate what he did, but it's getting ever so close. Be sensible, lads. Four attempts. Applying down the power for the straight into the Porsche curves. The Lamborghini has been a good all-rounder. Now in the midst of it. This is the closest battle out on track. Only 6 tenths splitting second and third. BMW running wide slightly, but still has a good run. Now through the final corners. Heading towards the start-finish straight. And it's so close. Front bumper to rear wing. Phoenix just looking and watching the battle in front. As Ponset does come into the pits to serve his stop-go penalty. So this is for the de facto race lead. Ponset comes out in 4th place. Ahead of Bergqvist, but 17 seconds behind Phoenix. He's now in no man's land. Was absolutely reveling that he made that mistake, whatever he did. Onto the Mulsanne. The Lamborghini going defensive. The BMW having the slipstream. Will Mungate try to go down the inside? He looks for a move. Doesn't go for it. Goes back in line. Now he needs a good exit going into the second part, into the second chicane. And he has done. The purple kidneys right behind the green Lamborghini. And this is the closest that Mungate has been to getting P2, but now it's P1. It's now for the race lead. They're side by side into the second chicane. Mungate round the outside. Joker defending on the inside. Joker still is now ahead. But another straight waits for them. Heading towards the hairpin. A large braking zone. Mungate pressuring the Lamborghini. And no move into the hairpin. Wants to get a better exit. Joker immediately going defensive. As we head towards Indianapolis, a very, very tough corner. And Mungate taking the racing line. No moves here. 2.5 tenths splitting the two drivers. Deploying the power now. What can the Lamborghini do to defend? It's a good defensive drive so far for Joker. BMW goes running out wide again. Joker's wing mirrors are filled with BMW. Just gaining a lot through that braking zone. You would think it's a concertina effect, but it's not. And this is the prime moment for Mungate to take the race lead. Quiet but fast is how I described him through the first section of this race. Stayed in P3, qualified P3. But it could be the race lead, as Joker not really going for a defensive move. And that allows Mungate. There's a drag race towards the first chicane. And Mungate takes the lead of the race with 1 minute 30 left to go. But it's not finished yet, mind you, because Joker will now have to slipstream. Joker. Mungate going straight onto the racing line. Joker just doesn't have enough straight line speed to go for another overtake. But as we head into this left-right, Mungate still in front, putting away these two from Phoenix behind. Joker seemed to get the better exit, but will he go for a move? It's getting really close. Joker not going for the move, backs out from it. They're both pulling away from Phoenix, mind you. 3 seconds. Joker is. Indianapolis. And I think that's safe to say that Mungate is now comfortably in the race lead, pulling away slightly from Joker now. What?
Jarvis.
What a turn of events.
Oh my god.
Hello. How you doing? How you doing?
Oh, I'm alive.
You're alive.
Oh
Welcome
my
back.
god.
So during what you missed, Ponset came to serve his penalty, now in 4th place. Mungate taking the race lead at the second Mulsanne chicane. At the first Mulsanne chicane,
he passed Joker?
Yep. Mungate now in front.
Hell yeah. Hell yes. I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen, that I had to go. And the worst part about it is that my landlord was also using the washroom. That's why that took so long.
Oh, good, you're fine.
So I'm back. I'm alive. But we got a main battle up in front, and that's what we're excited for. The Joker is a little bit behind now, just under half a second. So we're getting some battles into the night stages as we're coming up to an hour. As we're just under an hour and a half remaining on this race. Mungate up in front, Joker in second. Phoenix, who I thought was going to be matching on pace, has dropped down a little bit, 4 seconds down, and is looking to be a 2-horse race between the BMW and the Lamborghini. I do wonder, though, with this stop and go. Yeah, I'm looking at energy now. Look at how much, yeah, Phoenix, because of the advantage of that stop, he's got 10% more battery. So Phoenix, maybe by strategy, Phoenix might win this. I'm now that I'm starting to realize Phoenix is taking it easy right now because he realized this is not his fight. This battle up in front, he doesn't have to worry about it because he knows that he can just keep extending because of his strategy. This is massive now for the BMW. So we'll see how it goes later into the race. But I know we have this battle up in front, but I don't think this battle up in front is going to matter all that much with the advantage Phoenix has on strategy.
Ponset coming out in basically no man's land, 17 seconds behind the car in front and 25 seconds ahead. This battle going on at the moment between Bergqvist and Kennedy going towards the Mulsanne Straight. Yes. Kennedy right behind the Alpine of Bergqvist. It's been heating up slightly as the Alpine flashes its headlights.
Yeah, well, what's he flashing for? There's no one in front of you as they go wheel to wheel down into the first chicane. Porsche V8 versus Mechachrome V6 as it looks like the Porsche's just got his nose ahead and up the inside he goes up in the P5. That battle's been raging on for quite a few laps. And now we have a victor, and it's the Porsche, car number 99, Bradley Kennedy, moving up into P5.
Both flashing their headlights at each other. They both see it. Wonder what that was all about. I don't really know. These two have been battling for quite some time, actually, to be fair. On track, just really close to one another. So,
I'd like to think that flashing is just another way of flipping someone off sometimes.
Isn't that what it just means? Like, get out of my bloody way most of the time.
Yeah, it just means to get out the way, yeah. So it can very well be interpreted as just being the middle finger. So they're just respectfully flipping each other off. And hey, in the heat of battle, not a problem at all. But the main thing is that one's on the soft and the other one's on the medium. So
Oh,
the
true.
soft seeming to be just a little bit better than the mediums in these wheel-to-wheel moments, but on a longer stage seems to be also a lot more even than we thought. So we got a long race ahead of us. We still got an hour and 25 minutes remaining in this race, so plenty of time to see what happens with those soft tires. But up in front now, we got Mr. Mungate gaining a little bit of advantage on the Joker. Now that gap's up to 1.6 seconds.
Yeah, he's pulling away now. Mungate was, for most of that time you were gone, actually, was just hanging behind the Joker. Joker putting up a sterling defensive drive most of the time. Mungate didn't go for any moves, but was very patient to just get the easy move into the first chicane of the Mulsanne. As there's a yellow flag, that's a Porsche in front. I think that's Thomas Dicken. Just coming out of the pits. So cold tires really impacting that Porsche, unfortunately. So anyway,
yeah, no tire warmers at all for these guys. So you got to be oh so careful, not with the brakes and also the most importantly, of course, the tires coming out of there. And good thing he was able to get out of the way from these leaders. Last thing we want to see is a terrorist mission from a lapped car. Don't want to be seeing that whatsoever. Mungate, last lap, fastest lap of the session so far, 3:27.5. He is flying a full 1.1 seconds faster than the Joker in second. Just flying in that BMW right now. Really taking precedent with that pace up in front. But again, like I said, with that gap now being 8.3 down to Phoenix, I do wonder, will Phoenix go for the undercut yet again? He's got 10% more energy than the guys, and he's got a pretty good pace.
Do you mean overcut, by the way? He's pitting later than the others.
Oh, is that okay? Then yes, I guess that's what I mean. I see when I'm thinking of an undercut means like he's pitting before them.
Yeah, but Phoenix isn't. No. So
yes, no, you're right.
All good.
So yeah, Phoenix is doing the overcut. Yes, my apologies.
Oh, it's fine.
So it is very fine indeed, as the Joker 1.5 seconds down on Mr. Mungate. Pretty leveling and evening now down on pace. I just noticed that the BMW, he's got a pink outline on his car. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I didn't even notice that with the front grille.
Pig kidney grills.
They kind of look like pig nostrils in the way I look at it now.
They're like pig nostrils, aren't they? when you just like look at them from the dark. But
exactly.
Yeah. So pink kidney grills for Mungate, yet white ones for Phoenix. So that's a good differentiator to see who's who.
Yeah, I was just about to say, very, very good way of doing it. I'm really interested to see, though. I'm just going to go back and check out Bradley Kennedy. He has put 3 seconds on Bergqvist ever since they were getting very close on the back straight. He is really flying now in the Porsche. But he is, again, in no man's land. Won't be going after Ponset. So the only driver he's going to have to worry about is the Bergqvist behind. And it's just pretty much those two as well. Because, yeah, Nico Perez just coming out of the Mulsanne corner. And
yeah, the flags.
He's in no man's land as well. So it's just mainly, yeah, Kennedy, Bergqvist are the two closest on track. And after that, it is the top 3, but mainly just the top 2. But the gap is increasing up in front now. 2.3 seconds between Mungate and Joker.
Yeah. Terrible news for everyone here at Le Mans. One of the Glickenhouses has retired into the pits. P-Dad has retired from this race just now. Unfortunate news here. Oh dear. Oh well.
That is some unfortunate news. I'm just going to go back in the timing sheets to see what happened. He was stopped at the second Mulsanne chicane.
Probably retired out of his own volition, maybe. I can't imagine.
Very much so.
Yeah. Unfortunate, honestly. It was nice seeing one of those Glickenhauses running.
Yeah, no, very much was, but I do. Oh, come on, slow hard drive. Oh, so no, it was he did not give up. He
Oh.
oh ooh actually hold on. Wait,
No, don't
hold
worry,
on
take
a
your time.
moment. He's,
Me,
he's, he's
while you're doing that, I'm
there's a
going to
lot
go
going
to the
on here.
toilet. I'm going.
He's bumping.
What happened?
I'm still not sure.
Okay.
I think you're right that he did just kind of give up. He was just going. He got out of the second chicane, was getting a little loosey goosey. The back straight was getting near the wall, and just clipped the wall. Yeah, I think he just. I don't know. I don't know if he's having some sort of internet issue or if he's taking himself out, but he's like just riding the wall on the back straight at like 200 miles an hour, and it just has a massive crash into the second chicane.
Right.
Yeah, big
Okay.
shunt. So
Interesting.
I'm not 100% sure what happened or why that happened, but that is PDAD in the Glickenhaus out of this race.
Mm-hmm.
For very very bizarre incident. You don't see those all too often, but
No, not at all.
again, yeah, absolutely love the Glick. Sucks to see that car out, but we'll have to see. Oh, I have now seen what has happened.
Okay.
So what has happened is entering into the Ford chicane, while the number 6 of Dickon was entering into the pits. Dickon moved across way too late. PDAD, who should have been on the inside, was not on the inside, ran into the number 6 car, and they both crashed into each other. And so that's probably where he gave up a little, because yeah, he slammed into the 6 car, lost a little bit of time, lost time to DeLucia as well, who was in front of him at the time. Or there might be a little bit more happening. I'm not 100% sure, because they're going to be entering into the Dunlop. Yeah, no, so PDAD's race just kind of fell off very quickly in the last, like, minute and a half. And so, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
I see,
Like,
okay.
he's like, I can see him. He's like, I think he does have some sort of mechanical issue with this driving, because he was weaving up and down the Mozan before the first chicane. So I think he must have had some sort of mechanical issue before eventually retiring. So, such a shame to see that happening to the Glickenhaus. But I do want to see, is the 499P of DeLucia all good? Yes, he is all good. And Dickon is also, he's still driving out on track. He's the only driver, because yeah, we got PDAD, Alonso, Strictly, Lenoren, and Jitawad already 5 DNFs in this race. And we have
Frokov in the pits. Frokov.
Car the pits is Frokov entering into the pits. Oh my god.
Look at
this is
that.
the most important thing that we've seen all race. I'm very happy to
Generational.
see that he's still in the race.
As Dickon comes into the bits as well. He comes to the pits for the second time in quite a few laps, actually. We just saw him pit just like a few moments ago. Now he's back in for whatever reason. Interesting.
Yeah, he does have some. I do see that he has some damage on his front and rear bumpers, so
right.
He is going to be fixing that. Whatever happened to him, and we'll go back and see what happened.
All right, while that's happening,
curious now.
I'm going to take a small little break. I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, go take a break, and I will be watching from your angle to see what happened. And yeah, go ahead, go take your break, as I will take charge in this beautiful commentary. I hope you guys are all having a great day. If you guys are watching, leave a comment in the live chat. Say hi. I'd love to have a quick chat with you guys if there's anyone who's willing to have a conversation, which hey man, I don't blame it, because there's only 3 of you guys on here. I saw a few people say a few good things. A few people asking about LMU. The game is in the hypercars. They're very, very solid. The one thing about this game that is a little questionable is the good old LMGT3s. They are a very questionable car to drive. It's a very narrow window to get them right. Out of any GT3s that I've driven in any other game, they're the most difficult to drive for no reason. So as soon as you get through that, then the game comes quite enjoyable. It's got a fun multiplayer. It's got really good multiplayer opportunities. As you can see, we're running a championship with a decent amount of people on here. So yeah, LMU does have a lot of benefits, as it is pretty good for online, especially for hypercars and doing that. So yeah, it does have some good stuff. Thank you guys for the commentary stuff. I see some people saying it's good, also saying to not buy it. Thomas C, I know you did have such a good start. I'm sorry to hear about that, man. It really does suck, but it is a-okay. Yeah, if there's anyone else in the comment section willing to give a chat, I'd love to. Yeah, any questions or anything you guys want to know about it, come check her out.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back, Mr. Jarvis. Didn't miss anything.
Good.
I was just going through the chat, seeing if anyone was saying anything.
Oh, good. Toilet breaks are needed every now and then. Jeez.
No, they very much are. Yeah, we had the trade, but yours was a lot shorter than mine, so I appreciate that.
Oh, good. Right. Is this the closest battle on the track at the moment? The race for the lead.
Yes.
Right.
The race for the lead. Well, actually, I do see.
Smoker.
And I think that's Perez.
That's Perez. Yes, it's Perez.
Yeah, they are under 2 seconds from each other, so maybe we'll be seeing. Oh, big yawn. Maybe we'll be seeing something sooner or later from these guys.
Smoker started 4th, started the hard compound tires. That clearly hasn't worked out for him. All for much.
Yeah,
actually.
Not at all. I was really questioning why he was going for that there, because he was going to have to, because everyone's pitting for energy rather than the fuel, because it seems like these tires are able to last through each stint no problem. Even the soft tire goes through the stint no problem all the way to the end. I see a few people have joined the chat. Welcome, you guys. For those who are just coming in and need a quick update on what has happened with this race, Antoine Poncet was our pole man, as we have a yellow flag out on track.
Oh.
As I am interested to see what could possibly happen here. But the yellow flag has been cleared, so whatever has happened is okay.
Bergqvist is in the pits.
Has entered into the pits. That's I'm going to be looking at energy. I want to see how close they are. No one's super close on the energy right now, so I'm intrigued as to why Bergqvist has entered the pits.
He was one of the runners on normal strategy, basically. Nothing terrible happened to him until now. Could this possibly be a strategy call? Maybe
This very well could be. I'm not 100% sure, but one thing to know is that car is so fast when we're seeing it fresh. So whatever he's doing, he's going long. So he's putting the soft tires on. He's at 100% energy, so he should be going out soon. I think someone else is also entering the pits now.
That is DeLucia.
I believe that is DeLucia in car number 83 in the 499P in P9 right now. Technically goes up to P8 on track position, but he will be losing that pretty soon. But anyways, going through a bit of a recap of this race, as I do see a few people have joined the live stream. Welcome to all new people. Antoine Poncet was the original leader of this race, but going through the pits, he sped through the pit lane and gave a stop-go penalty and dropped down to 4th, and that's why he is oh so far off in this lead. Phoenix in the BMW started 12th, up into 3rd, doing a very, very good job recovering and getting up into this top 3 and into the podiums, as the Joker and Mungate were fighting a little bit on track, and it's the BMWs taking advantage right now as we're coming up to 1 hour and 10 remaining on this race. Bradley Kennedy also was having a bit of fun fighting Bergqvist and Perez, and there's won that battle out, and he's up in 5th place. We have Perez in 6th. Smoka, who was up in 4th, did a wrong strategy call with going on the hards and has stayed on the hards now. He's in 7th in car number 7. Bergqvist just coming out of the pits in 8th in car number 35. JD Lucia in 9th. Kyle Willing in 10th in the Cadillac, and Ticken in 11th. But on lap 1, we had a major crash with Judawad, Linderan, and Strictly immediately taken out of the race. But then Fernando Alonso and P-Dad, a few hours later, also retiring much, much later. So as of right now, we are 20 laps into this race, and it's Jamie Mungate, our leader, with Joker in 3rd, 5 seconds down on Mungate. So Mungate has really pushed ahead on this lead, and we got Phoenix up in 3rd to round up the top 3.
Absolutely. What interesting. Like, this race has been like, we were expecting Ponset to basically run off of it. He was keeping a consistent gap to Joker until we do need to figure out what mistake he did to get that stop go penalty, because it happened while he was in the pits, but now he's still just in a lonely 4th. Hasn't been catching or gaining or losing time. He's stayed at an 18-second gap for ever since the last pit cycle. So unfortunate for the Alpine, getting pole position now out of the podium. Right, let's have a look actually. Smolka losing a bit of time to Perez in front. And right, not much is really happening, to be honest. What the energy levels looking like actually between the top guys at the moment?
They are all, so it's 11% each for Mungate and Joker. They're both at 11%, but most importantly, Phoenix got that extra 10%, which means he can go a lap longer. So because he's got that extra lap for the overcut, see, I said it right this time. Give me a round of applause. I said it right. Hey! So now they're both entering the 10%. But yeah, Joker is using just a little bit more energy, just at 9% before Mungate has hit 10.
So does that mean that Mungate and Joker have to pit in for this lap? Because there's, I can't.
They will. I don't think they can go for another lap. 9% is the limit, so they will have to pit. But most importantly, Mr. Phoenix, 19%, he can go that extra distance. The worst part about this, though, Ponset is going to have to enter the pits at this lap now as well.
Really?
Yeah, he is. He's just coming out of the Indianapolis corner because he's at 9% as well. So unless a big accident happens up in front, Ponset is out of this race because he had to do that extra stop. It's so frustrating to see what happens when you get a stop and go. But the race leader and the guy who was clearly the fastest car for the last few times, just unable to get that done. And now we see Mungate and Joker entering into the pits. And Phoenix taking the lead now, going that extra lap. Now that I'm seeing him at 17%, you don't think he could go for 2 laps, could you?
Honestly, like, if he does some immense lift and coast, 17%, that's barely enough, possibly, to go for 2 laps. But if he doesn't save, he's incredibly in danger and getting like a drive-through penalty, I believe, is for going 100%. Under virtual energy.
I agree. And speaking of a drive-through, no way. No way Ponset's giving himself another drive-through. Oh, no. He's just, someone did not do their practice in the beginning. Kennedy, that's not Kennedy. That's Dickin entering the pit. But Ponset, again, giving himself a drive-through, going too fast in the pit lane again.
Oh, and Joker now takes provisional race lead because Mungate's still in the pits, and Joker is overtaken in the pit lane. Pits out early.
Wow. So maybe Mungate is overfilled. This has really changed everything now. And Kennedy is at 18%, which that's a little better than Phoenix. He could also go for 2 laps. This could be very, very interesting. I don't know if Kennedy will go for 2 laps. If he does, that could bring him really, really close to Joker and Mungate in the pit stop cycle.
Ponset retires.
But now, Ponset is wow. So Ponset saw the drive-through and he's just like, I'm done. Wow, that is just so frustrating. Our pole man retiring due to multiple mistakes.
Oh dear.
Man, that is the last thing we want to see from our pole man.
Meanwhile, this battle for the lead, nonetheless, has gotten a lot more interesting for these overcars. As Kennedy goes wide at the first chicanes, a small mistake for Kennedy, but Joker just only 3.5 seconds behind the Porsche, just in front. And now Mungate's 13.6 seconds behind Joker.
Wow. So I think he must have messed up his stop with a little bit that maybe just I think he must have overfueled or something. I'm not 100% sure. So
as Joker comes across, wait, what's happened to Joker? Joker's just cut all across the second chicane and has to slow down.
Very slow.
Yeah, because
he's lost a lot of time.
He just cut through the entire second chicane into the gravel and just over the top, not really steering the car to complete the corner. Interesting, but you can go back and watch that. He legitimately just cut the corner. Anyway, now Mungate's 10 seconds behind the Lamborghini. Must have made a mistake, Joker has, but let's have a look at...
Must have.
Yeah, so...
I'm trying to go back and look at the incident right now.
Yeah.
Because I think my guess is that he just probably had a lapse of
concentration,
focus, and just broke late. But
you said if Phoenix would continue for another lap, he has continued on for another lap. So
okay, so he's at 9. So is he at 9% right now?
I can't see. Yeah, I can't see the accurate energy remaining. It says I got 9% remaining for me.
So he will be able to do it. So he is gonna go for that extra lap. This could be the lead. This could be him taking the lead because of this pace. Yeah, wow. He just had a lapse. He just had a full lapse of
concentration
and just missed the braking zone. Yeah,
right.
That's all that happened.
Yeah, fair enough.
He just went way too late on the brakes and just cut straight through. That's a very rare moment from him. But yeah, Phoenix going the distance, and I think Kennedy can also do the same, which is massive. But Mungate is pretty close to him on the track, so he will lose out to Mungate and Joker.
We'll see what happens. I mean, the interval, if we look at the interval, Phoenix is currently 60 seconds off of Kennedy in second. How long is the pit stop round here? I don't accurately remember.
It's a long stop.
It's a long stop.
How long they go.
Absolutely.
And seeing how long Mungate went on his last stop compared to Joker, I think Joker's going to try to take advantage of that and just be that much faster, because Phoenix is entering the second chicane now, and they're just coming through Tête Rouge to go down the back straight, Bradley Kennedy. So that's the physical measurement of how much of a gap they have, but we'll see what that plays into the pits, because Phoenix at 5% now at 4%, so he might have to do a little bit of lift and coasting into the bus stop, but he's leaving it right to the last bit of measures. We're now coming up to 1 hour remaining. We're well over halfway through this race. We're probably at about 60% now into this race. Phoenix currently in the lead. Bradley Kennedy in second. We got the Joker in third, Mungate in fourth, Perez in fifth, Smoka in sixth, Bergvis in seventh, Lucy in eighth, Kyle Welling in ninth, and Thomas Dickin in 10th. And Dickin also has a stop and go as well, so he will be re-entering the pits.
Right, okay. As the sun rises here at Le Mans, we've got a battle heating up for the race lead. I mean, it's all on strategy, to be fair. Phoenix gained a lot from just overcutting on 1 lap, 2 laps on low fuel tires that are still pretty on temperature wise, fine. He will hit this lap. How low is he right now? Is he cutting it close?
He's at 1%.
He's at
He
1%.
just hit 1%. So
Okay.
he probably is going to have to do a little bit of coasting now, entering into the fourth chicane. But no, he's pushing. He's pushing all the way to the end.
He believes his
he
measurements.
Believes it, and and entering into the pits now. And now our leaders are in Indianapolis.
Okay.
Or second and third are in Indianapolis, walking up a little bit onto the pit entry. Phoenix, I swear to God, if you give yourself a stop and go now, I'm going to be so pissed. But I think he is A-okay. The BMW entering his stop now.
All right.
Just at 1%. And through Arnage goes Joker. This is going to be so close in this stop. But what will happen? 25% now.
My question.
So close.
My question is I'm assuming that these cars have to pit again, right? Like they'll have.
Yes, I think they might have to do one more stop.
So I mean, it's interesting. I mean, I'm kind of interested to see if Phoenix might try to go on to the end. I'm joking. Possible? How it could be impossible, absolutely impossible for him to go to the end, right? I can't imagine.
I would assume so. Yeah, I think it just might be. He's just at 100%. Joker now entering into the second chicane, and Phoenix is out on track. This is going to be so close out of the final course, and I think Joker's just going to get him, but I think it's just going to be by a second. Here he comes. No, he's going to beat him. Oh, he was so close going that extra lap.
But Phoenix will be ahead of his teammate for a moment outside the pits, I believe. He has. Phoenix.
Yep, he is. He does beat him, so he goes up in the second. And now it's 5.5 seconds with a 20%
energy difference. Oh my God.
Oh man, now so he's got to play. He's got to play this last stint to perfection, and he's got to time his pit stop to perfection because Joker needs to have a poor stint now for this last. Because this is it. They got this one last stint, and then they're gonna have a sprint to the end. But it's just going to be about maintaining their pace. But Phoenix, he's got to start pushing to all hell in that BMW. That gap's 6 seconds now.
Where Phoenix is on cold tires.
And go with him.
Yeah, so Phoenix on cold tires. He will lose a bit of time on for this moment before the tires are back up to temperature. Remember, he's also on a higher fuel load, a heavier car compared to the cars in front and behind. But he does have that advantage in the long term, 20% more energy. Yeah, that could change everything, honestly. Low fuel in the final stint. Like, let's see what happens.
Yeah, we will see. I am looking at their fuel right now, and pretty much everyone, everyone is on the same level of fuel. No one has had to do a fuel stop. This race. So everyone is still at half fuel. Yeah, it's no worries.
Oh right, I thought
for their fuel tank.
Oh, so it's still realistic fuel. I didn't realize that. Okay.
I didn't realize that either. Yeah, that's interesting that they didn't change. I
thought it would be scaled, for the.
Me too. Yeah. I also thought it would be scaled, but I guess not. So it is just going to be worrying about energy, which means I think the way Phoenix could do this is if he gets up. He's got to get close enough to be able to pit with Joker at the same time so that all there is like a small gap as they exit the pits. If he's able to do that, then I think because he could have the advantage of having to have a shorter pit stop because he has less energy to put in. So if he gets closer to Joker, like let's say he gets that gap down to, let's say, 2 seconds, enters the pits at the same time, he's going to have a shorter stop because he has less energy to put in the car. He can get out.
True.
He might be able to overtake Joker in the pits. It could very well happen. So Phoenix's goal is to just fly as much as he can. But as of right now, as I'm looking at the sectors, it's crucially Joker just a little bit faster than Phoenix in the middle sector. 4/10 faster through the middle sector.
Mm-hmm.
Phoenix, he's got to pick up the pace now if he wants to get this race win.
He definitely has, because he's got his teammate right behind, just 3 seconds, 3 seconds back. Pressure. Remember, Mungate was leading for most of the night stint. Now it's Storm. Joker is now in the race lead after the pit stops. Phoenix in second. I do wonder why Mungate had that longer stop though. Was it just a blunder in terms of strategy? Like, what did he do in the pits that Mungate made a mistake on? I can't really be sure.
My guess is maybe he changed tires and Joker didn't. That's my only guess. Is maybe they must have. That's the only thing. Or maybe Mungate picked up some damage and was doing something. I don't really remember. So
okay, that's fine.
That is what my guess would be as to who would be why he would have such a slow stop. But that is crucially and put Mungate, and I think that's going to put Mungate out of this fight unless something happens. Because yeah, there's 2 seconds between the two drivers, and Mungate is faster in the first sector.
He's closing rapidly right now.
So he is closing. So that Phoenix not getting the tires up the pace, and he's not getting the time that he wants because, yeah, like I said, he needs to be closing that gap to Joker to get onto the same rotation of tires. He's got to pit on the same time now because he will have a slower stop. So we'll see what happens as we come up to that pit cycle.
This is the closest battle on track. 1.8 seconds, splitting the two BMWs, both on the podium. So, okay, I don't know. I have nothing more to say. Sorry,
No, it's fair enough. It is getting pretty stale here for this racing, but that's absolutely okay. For anyone else who is watching and they want to leave a comment to ask us any questions in the race, please feel free to do so, because we're coming up with 53 minutes remaining in this race. We have the Joker leading, Phoenix in second, down 8 seconds, with a 1.5 second gap between the two BMWs in second and third. In fourth place, Bradley Kennedy. He's made up a few spots up in the 99 car in fourth place. We have Pradeep Smoka getting back up into fifth, so maybe that strategy has worked out a little bit more for him. As someone was trying to call me, I don't know why, but we'll ignore that. My ringer just came on, but that's a-okay. Nico Perez in sixth place. We got Bergvis in seventh, who served a stop-go penalty, or no, not a stop-go, but he went in for an extra stop.
Yeah.
As Kyle Welling enters into the pits, he went all the way to the end of his cycle, and now is doing what could be his last stop. He might be able to go to the end on this. You never know. Dickin now switching over to the hard tires. He's up into ninth as JD Lucia is
retired.
The most recent retiree, actually. So we are down to 9 cars remaining in this race.
What I do have to say,
so Dickin, go for it,
is that Frokov is not in last place overall.
Oh my god!
He's in the LMGT3, but he's not in last place overall. Like, out of all the cars that are running so far. Like, Dickin is currently behind Frokov at the moment.
Interesting.
I just noticed that just now as you were going down. Oh, wait. No, it's fine. Okay, so yeah. Sorry for cutting you off there.
You're okay, dude.
It was a generational moment that I realized that one of the LMGT3s is ahead of a hypercar.
No, that's legendary. He's not last. And that was his goal. I said his base goal. I know what his goal is. This was just finish and not be last. And he is not last. So congratulations. And he's gonna get a top 10, I think. Yeah, he does. He gets a top 10 overall for the LMGT3. Congratulations. It's Road America or Road Atlanta 2016 all over again. No, I'm kidding. But do you know about what happened at Road Atlanta?
A GT car won Petit Le Mans.
Yep.
Yeah, I do. Yep. I do know. But it was
the fucking crazy that something like that could even happen. But now, as critically, Phoenix, he's just not been able to get the car up the pace. Mungay now right on his back, so we will be seeing a swap of position probably pretty soon. Multi-map 21 pretty soon between these guys. As that gap has been slowing, Mungate gonna be going ahead, which critically is not what we wanted to see for this fight. And Joker up ahead is like, hell yeah, you guys are switching, because that's exactly what he wants to boosting his chances. There goes Mungate up into P2. Kennedy for Phoenix down in the P3. Such a shame to see that happening, but let's see Mungate try to go after Joker. An 8-second gap up in front.
50 minutes remaining. It's not over yet. Absolutely not. Because it's like legitimately. Oh yeah, 50 minutes remaining. It's gonna be this race. This lead for the race. I didn't expect it to be this kind of close. It could be one person goes far ahead from the others, but these guys are still pretty close, and one is on a different strategy. So even with Phoenix like extending his stops, it could all flip on its head at any moment. Honestly, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, no, 100%, and it is really good to see these guys being this close and consistent. Makes us have some fun and interesting stuff to do in the commentary books. But it just goes to show that these guys are getting a lot more consistent, a lot cleaner. And this race has just in overall been a lot cleaner than Spa. That was one of the races of all time.
Was chaos to watch and was fun to commentate on, but that was
it was fun to commentate, but it was one of the races of all time for sure. But it's really good to see that everyone has kind of gotten their shit together and excuse my language, but they got everything all together and being smooth and consistent now. So that's very good to see. And I mean, we do have a lot of retirements in this race regardless, but hey, it's a brutal race. It's a long one to get done. So just be proud of finishing these races. So very proud to the 10 people, including the Frokov and the GG3, of getting this one done. As we still look up in front, Joker still leading that gap, 7.3 seconds now between Mungate and Frokov, as now Frokov been overtaken by the two BMWs. I didn't even notice that. So thank you very much, said the BMWs, as they go up and into the attack of the Joker. So they are lapping quite quick. Mungate doing a 328.5. He's lapping a second and a half faster than the Joker. But I am curious to see, will he be able to get up onto the back of him to try and pit at the same time? And if Phoenix is able to hold on with Mungate, this could still play an advantage. So we'll see if Mungate is able to close up, and will Phoenix be able to hold on? Because and as I was saying, that Phoenix getting very loosey-goosey out of the S's, got on the grass right behind. I saw him dip a wheel, his rear wheel, in and got a lot of angle there. I thought he lost the BMW, lost about 0.6 of a second, but didn't lose his car, which is the most important thing. So he's still going on, but most importantly, lost some time up to Mungate in second. So you got 47 minutes to go, lad. You're almost done. Keep her home. Bring her home.
Yeah. Jonah in chat saying, hey guys, well, super fun racing with you guys, with the state to continue to race, although I had to go set up the LSR Group 4 lobby, lol. Quoting directly from the chat. Thank you for racing, Jonah. Just like, absolutely. I mean,
I just saw the message. Just hit the curb of the pit chicane, losing time, and another. That sucks to see from Antoine, but it was great to see him in this race. Great to see how fast he was during this race, but just not enough to keep it consistent to fight down in the end, because we could have very well had a 3-car battle for this race win with the pace he was showing against Mungate and Joker. Could have very well carried that fight into the dying stages of those races, but we'll never know, I guess, with the way it's going, as that gap now up to 10 seconds between Joker and Mungate. I wonder what happened to Mungate to lose 3 seconds of pace to Joker. So, very intrigued to see what happened there. But Joker just comfortably out in front and just flying at the moment, comfortably up in hand with 45 minutes remaining.
Yep. Still quieting down now, to be fair. Bergvis is 1 second behind Perez, and Perez is 1.8 seconds behind Smolka. So this battle for, what is it? It's 6th and 5th. They're closing up. to be fair. As Phoenix is 1.3 seconds behind Mungate. Something's happened to Mungate's. Surprisingly, because, well, now
Yeah,
he's...
something clearly has. What's going on with these BMWs, guys? What's going on?
Phoenix,
What's going on?
1.4 seconds. Now 9.4 seconds behind Joker. Yeah, a few drivers now making mistakes towards the end, which is unsurprising, to be honest. He's been driving around Le Mans for the last 2 hours, basically. So, but...
Oh, yeah, it's exhausting.
Yeah.
So, and these guys have been doing it for about an hour and 40 minutes.
Oh, 40 minutes.
Yeah, they're coming up to the 2-hour mark in the next 20 minutes. So,
yep.
Well, big stress for me as I'm trying to stay awake here. As as these guys are trying to fight it out on track, the two BMWs not being as consistent as I hoped, because all I asked was for some consistency to go after it, but they are losing a lot of time to Joker up in front. Joker's doing 3:28, really setting the standard, and he might just very well go back to back. He did win at Spa, didn't he?
I believe Joker won at Spa. Yes, he did. The Lamborghini, I remember that.
So yeah, he could very well go back to back at the rate he's going, because these BMWs are not showing the pace that we thought. And as soon as he gained a second, Phoenix lost a second and is now down 2.3 seconds. So we'll have to wait and see again if that pace will come back. But Mungate, lock in. Get up on the back of the Lamborghini. I got to see it, because we're coming up to 43 minutes remaining.
What are the energy levels looking like?
Yeah.
As Phoenix cuts across the first chicane.
Oh! I gotta look at something completely different. Let's go to Nico Perez, as he's lost a wheel in the Indianapolis corner. I saw him dropping tremendously on the intervals. That's Nico Perez out of this race and retired.
Whoa, what's happened to him?
So he broke way too late into the Indianapolis corner and just hit the wall, lost his front right tire.
Oh dear.
Just just a loss of focus into the Indianapolis corner. And I'm not surprised at all. That's a very easy corner to lose it at. And that's the other Lamborghini out of this race. And now we have 9 cars remaining and 8 hypercars, as Dickin is now in last place in the number 6 Porsche. So he's out of it. Yeah, I was just watching the intervals, and I just saw the time dropping like a fly. I was like, what on earth is happening? Meanwhile, in the battle for P5, Filip Smolka holding off from Bergqvist. So Bergqvist is caught up to the back of the Toyota. One's on softs and one's on hards. So this is probably not gonna last very long.
I was looking at the intervals, because for some reason Phoenix was losing about 13 seconds. Sorry, mind you. Sorry, continue.
Oh yeah, he is losing. He was losing a lot of time there. I wonder what on earth was happening, but no, he's doing completely okay. But let's go with Bergqvist, as he's right onto the back of the Toyota. We haven't seen much of this Toyota today, having chose these tires, but he's now getting some action on the defenses. Down the back straight we go. That Mechachrome V6 going to be absolutely flying. As most importantly, I will say though, he is going to have to pit before Smolka. He is about 20% less on energy. He's at 31% compared to the TS050's 56%.
Oh wow.
The Alpine will have to pit about a lap before, as out of the first chicane they go, down the back straight. Really good run in the Alpine. I don't think this is going to be of any contest for the Toyota. And up into P5 goes the 35 of Bergqvist. But we will see now with the strategy how long he's able to hold on to that, because like I said, Smolka will have to pit. He will do an overcut onto Bergqvist, so we'll see in the race to the end if Bergqvist will be able to make up the gap after the pit stop cycle. But yeah, Bergqvist now down to 29% on the energy, and Smolka at 54. So despite being on track, a little different in the overall positions, with Bergqvist in 5th and Smolka in 6th. Don't be surprised to see those guys switch right back around into 5th and 6th respectively pretty soon. But let's go back up in front to see Mungate and Phoenix, as Mungate has now put 4.5 seconds on Bergqvist. as he's now starting to catch up to Joker, as that gap is now again under 10 seconds. Hopefully we'll be seeing some more time caught up soon, because these guys will be pitting around the same time. So
Yeah.
the closer Mungate can get on this stint to the pit stop cycle, the more he has a chance on that last dash to the line, because I think they will have to pit with about 5, maybe 10 minutes to go, maybe 15 minutes to go. So it is just going to be a quick dash at the end. But most importantly, though, Phoenix not able to hold on to the back of Mungate, which I said he needed to do if he wanted to have a striking chance, not just of second, but also for the win.
You know what? I think I have a theory.
What's your theory?
I think Mungate might be actually lifting and coasting, and that's why he's losing a lot of time. Like going into the chicane, he's lifting before braking, and because Mungate. No, I'm talking. I mean Phoenix. Actually, Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Dropping back. Sorry, two BMWs mixed up. Might be lifting and coasting, into these chicanes, because I've got a feeling that he's playing this more smart than we think. I don't know what it is. I don't have enough instruments to see what he's actually doing. So I'm interested.
I'm paying attention to his telemetry. I'm gonna watch him into Indianapolis.
I may be wrong though. I may be wrong.
Commentating.
Yeah, absolutely. Or he's just pushing foot to the limit right now.
Yeah, I'm watching him right now. It does look like he is pushing right now, but he is losing a little bit. We'll see what he is doing.
Mm-hmm.
I do see him lifting off a little bit just before Arnage. So yeah, he might be doing a little bit of lifting and coasting, which again, I don't know how because I don't think he can go to the end.
He can't go to the end. No,
he can, and so
no, I know. Yeah, at this point, yeah.
I don't see how the overcut will help him here, because it's a 15-second gap up the Joker, but he does, unless he's saving it as much as he can, so he can just go flat out for that last little push.
The overcut will help him with a shorter pit stop. Initially, because the cars in front of him have to fuel up quotation marks on energy for much longer than he will have to. So,
but I sorry to interrupt you to cut you off on that though. But my counter to that is, reminder, he's going for an overcut. He's going for an extra lap, so he will have around the same energy as they will by the time he pits.
No,
so
but
he will be in the pit stop for just as long as them.
No, pitting in for the energy putting into the car, that is an extra action. So he has to for an extra 10% more is a longer amount of time stationary. It's not a click.
Okay. I was assuming that when he would go for the overcut, because let's say let's say Joker and Mungate, they pit at 8%, right?
Yep.
And Phoenix are at 19%. He goes for his extra lap. When he goes to the pits, he's going to be pitting with 8%. So he has to still fill up the same amount as them. So his pit stop time is going to be the same as Joker and Mungate, because he's gone for that extra lap.
But Mungate and Joker have to.
Same lap, what?
But Mungate and Joker will have to pit in for, let's say, for 20 minutes remaining, around 40%. Phoenix will only have to pit in for 20.
Yep. Okay. Hold on. This is my brain's broken. It's okay. We'll figure this out when it happens.
Yeah, that's fine.
So the way I still think it though is that it doesn't matter if he goes for the overcut, because his pit stop time will be the same length, because he's going to be using the same energy as them, because he's going for an extra lap longer, because he's taking the energy out. But because this is a 20% difference in battery instead of a 10%. It could play into his hands, so we'll just have to see. I could be very wrong in this, but I'm open. We'll figure it out once they come into the pits, which will be soon. I think it will be in the next, for the next 3 to 5 laps. We will be seeing the final stop of this 2-hour and 25 of Le Mans, or the Le Mans 2.4 is what we call it. As Joker still in front, Mungate in second, Phoenix in third, Kennedy in fourth, Bergvis in fifth, Smoka in sixth, Kyle Welling in seventh, and Dickin in eighth, with Frokov in ninth position. Or is he? Is he still racing?
Frokov is still racing.
Seen him.
Frokov is still racing.
Good to know.
He's
Good
just in
to
the
know.
box right now.
Oh, he's in the pits. I was just wondering where he was because I didn't see him out on track. I was like, oh, that's all good. But no, he's still out. He's still racing with us. Shout out Frokov in the LM GT3. As we're, just coming down to the last half an hour of this race. It has been officially 2 hours in this race now that these guys have been driving for, and I'm also now realizing we have 6 cars in the lead lap, which is a lot better than I thought it was. I thought we only had 4 cars in the lead lap, but that is pretty good as of right now. And we only have 1 car that's been lapped, or sorry, we got 2 cars because Dickin is technically still in this race. But Kyle Welling, a lap down, but the only car that is still without any major damage, still on the lead lap. But the gaps are.
Phoenix is in the pits.
And now Phoenix is entering into the pits. So maybe this is what you're talking about. So this is going to be a very short stop because he's at 42%. This will take him to the end.
Yeah.
So now this is the undercut. We thought he was going to go for an overcut, but he's undercutting now. So this could be very interesting. But look, he's going to be a minute down. Yeah, he's going to be 100% be a minute down after this. Is going to be so close. And now he's just coming. The jacks have come up. Yeah, it's a minute gap. He's still in the pits. Oh, man. Yeah, he's very, very far down. It's going to be a 70-second gap, maybe even 75 seconds at the rate it's going. Yeah, it is going to be wow. It is. Okay. It's going to be a really big gap to come up. So he's still third on track. That's how big of a gap the top 3 have over everyone else.
He's still 30 seconds ahead of Kennedy.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though, is he knows that Joker and Mungate are going to have to go for a long stop. But I do wonder, because Phoenix has entered the pits, will Joker and Mungate react by going into the pits immediately because they know they'll have a little bit of a quicker stop? Do they go now? And speaking of someone who has to go into the pits, Bergvis is at 9%.
Ooh.
So we remember I was talking about how Bergvis and Smoka were fighting, and entering into the pits now is Bergvis, so he does get to stop. So Smoka goes back up in the 5th place. Bergvis now down into 6th as he enters the pits. So that's how that has gone with that strategy. As now Bergvis will now be able to go to the end of the race, and hopefully we'll see what happens now with those guys.
Frokov's off. Frokov is spun at Indianapolis. No. Big sad. Anyway.
Big sad indeed. I'm watching on board with Mungate because I want to see if Mungate's gonna have to come up on a slow Frokov. But I think he's gonna be okay.
Yeah, Frokov's got back up.
He's gonna be totally okay to go up and pass him. But I am very intrigued to see if the Joker and Mungate will go to the pits now. Because like I said, that was very early from Phoenix to go into the pits.
Absolutely.
And you see him, he's on the soft, so he's pushing all the way to the end now. If Joker goes in the pits now, that's a very smart and reactionary Taro.
Will he?
He will do it. I think he is going to do it. No,
he isn't.
No, he's not.
He's continuing.
He's going to go all the way to the end on the energy and not go for the shorter stop.
What about Mungate? Let's have a look at Mungate. Sure. Mungate does go into the pits. Going into the pits.
So he is going to go in, and he's not going to risk going long. But he goes very deep into the chicane. Calm yourself.
Frokov also the pits.
Frokov is also
Wait, he already boxed. He just boxed.
Very, very safe.
Oh wait,
so he has boxed. So now is that going to be Kennedy moving up into second? I think. I'm not
No,
sure.
no, Kennedy's way too far behind.
Oh,
at the
that
moment.
was sorry. That was Dickin. I was seeing. That was on.
All right, cool.
Yeah, that was Dickin. That was going up. So now Mungate is in the pits. Let's see where he comes out compared to Phoenix, because this could have just blocked off Phoenix's opportunity to go after Joker. Because yeah, Joker's going to go all the way down the back straight, and he's got plenty of battery to just keep on pushing. So yeah, we'll have to see how this works with this battle.
Phoenix, as Mungate still in the box at the moment. As
oh, this is going to be. Oh, Mungate's out at 80. He's only giving himself 85% energy. So Mungate, I think, is going to be getting out of the pits really, really soon. So he's risking it by going at 85%.
Phoenix through the final corners now. What could it be?
And Mungate's out. So, yeah, Phoenix is going to jump him. Yeah, Phoenix has jumped him now. So Phoenix now goes up into second place. So that was a very good strategy to move up into second. So Phoenix was playing the big brain move up in the second place now.
And now it's completely flipped on its head.
Mega.
Mungate is now 8 seconds behind Phoenix. 9 seconds now. What a strategy call.
Mega. Great strategy call. Goes ahead and now has the same gap that Phoenix had to Joker beforehand, before the pits. But, oh, they are a full Mulsanne. So he's just started the Mulsanne straight, and Joker's just ended the Mulsanne straight. So that's the gap. It's 1 minute and 23 seconds. So I'm not sure. I think Joker just might have this. We'll see. Because, yeah, Joker's not going to go full on the battery. He knows he doesn't have to. He knows he doesn't have to go for full fuel.
Mm-hmm.
But if Joker does go for full fuel, that will be mega. Because, yeah, he might not do it. And also, Mungate, surprisingly, not going for the softs. Went for the mediums on his stop. And is now going to be going all the way to the end of those mediums. We'll see how well he's able to hold off. But I am so intrigued to see what he will be able to do, as the Joker is now entering into the Porsche curve.
He will have to pit this lap.
He has to pit this lap. He's at 7%. And he probably won't be filling up all the energy. How much energy do you think he'll go? Because he's at 7% now.
Ooh.
Do you think he can get away with 75%?
He definitely can.
Minutes remaining?
He definitely can.
Okay. So that's probably what he's doing. Into the pits he goes. Our race leader entering the pits. This could be the race winning moment here for the 63 car. He's got to do this stop to absolute perfection. The gap is now coming down. It's 1 minute and 23 seconds before the stop. It's now to 1 minute and 15. Entering into Indianapolis comes Phoenix. Phoenix is going to be absolutely flying in the BMW, and he's got to be so perfect into this third sector, as I'm quickly watching on board now with him. But here goes the energy up to 40%. Let's see where he's going to stop it at. We said 70% should be okay. He's at 60% now. Will he stop at 70, or will it be 75? No, he goes past 75. He's going to stop at 78%. So that's his stop. The jacks go up. Phoenix is entering the Porsche curves now. I think this might be the race one. Joker exits the pits now. It's a 30-second gap. This is going to be only 50. Yeah, it's going to be 15 seconds as they come out. Joker has won this race off the pit stop cycle. That is incredible. It was a good attempt from Phoenix to try to gain it, but sadly, it's not enough. Across the pit line he goes. The gap is 13 seconds. Wow.
Fair play to Joker, man. He's figured this out immensely. I wonder how much the soft compound tires will affect the last 25 minutes of the race compared to the mediums, though. That's one intriguing factor in these final moments. Could Phoenix gained 11.5 seconds.
I'm not really sure, because why has Mungate entered the pits? What's going on?
Wait,
Mungate entered the pits.
Mungate has entered the pits?
I'm not sure what's going on.
Does he have the energy?
I didn't see that he had a jump start. I saw nothing on his screen. I think he was just killing himself for the tire change. Or something. I don't know.
That's
He's not doing any energy. Yeah, he's putting on the softs.
Whoa.
He went in and he's putting on the softs. But he's just lost track position to Kennedy. Kennedy's moved up in the third. Why are you pitting? Why?
To be fair, Kennedy has to pit again, but so it's still a guaranteed third, but it's odd that Mungate has pitted again within 10 minutes, to be honest. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not really sure about that one, Mr. Mungate. That's a bit of a questionable one there.
Mm-hmm.
Is he's now lost out to Philippe Smoka as well. And Smoka's not going to the end. He's got 16%, but it's just a very bizarre stop from the BMW. Really don't know why that would be done, but
right.
I guess if you want to go for that stop, but he's still in the pits. Is he repairing damage? Did he have some sort of incident?
He's still in there. This is odd. Even wait, Phoenix is just 10 seconds
now he's
behind.
out.
Okay, now he's out. Okay.
Yeah, that's a very, very bizarre stop from the BMW. Not 100% sure why on earth they went for that, but maybe he thought he had a stop-go of some sort. I didn't see anything.
Mm-hmm.
There was nothing on the screen that showed that, so we'll have to ask Jamie why he went for that extra stop.
Interesting, okay. Phoenix now just
indeed.
under 10 seconds behind Joker. It was 11.5 when Joker came out of the pits. It's closing. We can see it physically closing down. I don't want to... I mean, there's 23 minutes left. Phoenix on the soft compound tires, Joker on mediums. Could the disparity be that large, theoretically, that he can catch up?
It is a massive gap.
It is.
23 minutes. The only way I can see a gap like that happening is that mistakes start happening, and I don't mean to I'm gonna knock on wood, but everyone's been so consistent. Everyone's in their modes. We haven't been seeing any major mistakes from people yet. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure.
Right. Okay. All good. As Dickon is in the pits and Frokov in last place now officially in last place. Well, let's have a look. No, everyone's pretty far apart from each other. So this is the closest battle is for the lead, and the 10-second gap still being maintained, but unless we see like it closing down by the second per lap, even that won't be enough. Because it's a 3-minute... How many laps do we have left, actually, of this race? We've got around 7, I think.
Yeah, around 7 laps, I think. Maybe a little less. But, yeah, it is very, very interesting to see how that's going to come down. But, yeah, as of right now, gap up in front, 10.5 seconds. It's being maintained. Joker doing his job to an absolute T. And yeah, they're matching on energy right now, so it's looking like he's going to be able to go all the way to the end, just like this, just match. And I think they are matching pace when it comes to their times.
Right.
Yeah, they are pretty much matching time. So it's not looking too good in the BMW camp. Looking very, very good over in the Lamborghini camp. Oh, so excited to check this out, but yeah, as of right now, just waiting to see, hopefully, something in these last 20 minutes.
Yep, absolutely. I've got sorry, give me a second, I've got to answer something for my
No, go for it.
Yeah.
I will take control of this broadcast for the next little bit, as we're seeing up in front, Todd Phoenix in second place, all on his lonesome. Gap up to the guys in second place. He's 10.2 seconds now between him and Joker. 45 seconds up to Kennedy, who will be entering the pits. most likely this lap. Same, Kennedy and Smoka both will be entering the pits this lap. And those will be the final stops of this race. Maybe Kyle Willing has to pit. I'm not 100% sure. He's at 38%, which is a pretty low showing. But yeah, as of right now, we'll just have to wait and see when or if or when he is able to pit. But hey, you never know. Maybe it doesn't happen. But we're still on board with the Phoenix. That gap still being pretty much maintained. Joker and Phoenix equal on pace.
All right.
Excuse my yawn.
All good.
Welcome back.
Yep, I'm back. So, Kennedy and Smoker will have to pit. Absolutely. With 15 minutes left to go, I believe.
Yeah, we're just it's pretty much gone into
we're waiting for the last 20 minutes to be over.
We're waiting. We are waiting. But yeah, it's been pretty consistent. But yeah, I know Kennedy and Smoka will be entering the pits pretty soon. And it's gonna be a matter of time to eventually see those guys racing out on track with all our spaces pretty well evened out. Just have to wait and see for what happens.
Okay, let's talk about the most impressive drivers of the day then, with the last 20 minutes left to go. I mean, Phoenix has gained the most places, but did he qualify? That's the main thing. I don't know if he qualified.
I don't remember if he did qualify. I'm going to go back in the stream and check that out, because maybe he didn't qualify.
He gained 10 places so far in total, starting from 12th, now is currently in second, and knock on wood, finishes in second, maybe. He's had probably the most impressive drive so far here. In terms of, like, I guess, going through the pack and...
Oh, 100%.
And a good strategy choice.
I'm looking now. I do not think Phoenix did qualify. Not at all. Phoenix did not qualify. And now Smoka in the Toyota entering into the pits right at the limit, right at 1%. And gets right in. And that will be their final stop of the race. Bradley Kennedy at 9% doing his final lap as well.
It's what could have been for Smolka, honestly. He, unfortunately, he qualified in 4th, good for him. But he started on the hard compound tires, and he's maintained the hard compound tires this entire race. But
the whole race,
I
really questioned that right from the beginning. And he's going to get a pretty good finish here, I guess. He's going to get overtaken by Mungate. The main thing, though, is will he be able to hold on the P5 because of Bergqvist? Because Bergqvist, reminder, he was able to overtake him eventually at the end of their stint. And now, with the pace advantage and now coming up onto the rear, it's going to be a 15, maybe 14-second gap between Smoka and Bergqvist. So we'll have to wait and see if maybe Bergqvist is able to catch up while Smoka gets those tires up the pace. But honestly, I think Phoenix has had an incredible race driving through the pack. It's been really awesome to see, but I got to be very honest. I do have to give it to the Joker. He has completely controlled this race. There's been a lot of opportunities for him to lose it with other people taking advantage of strategy, but he has held firm and has done all the right things in this race. And he is the deserving winner of it. And I will call him driver of the day just for that. So,
fair enough, yeah.
For me, I have to give it to the Lamborghini.
Yeah, that's fair. Because Joker, well, these guys were battling in the pack for quite some time during the night stint, and Joker just maintained calm. He let the battles come to him. Got overtaken a little bit, by Mungate, but something clearly happened. to Mungate. Now he's very far away. Joker maintaining the lead, having shorter pit stops than everyone around him. Made no mistakes practically. It's been a perfect drive for Joker.
Yeah, pretty much. And we saw a damn near perfect drive from him last time out at Spa, so it's just repeating what we've been seeing. And yeah, just a great effort. I will be right back. You can just hold on to the commentary booth just for a few minutes.
Yep. So, Phoenix now dropping back a little bit. Only 1 second splitting the two leading cars now. Kennedy currently in third, but is now coming into the pits. So that will lose him the podium place. The interval being around 58 seconds as he comes into the pits. Around much longer than the minute for the stop. As Mungate is currently, I believe, heading towards Indianapolis. Yes, it's here. No, Porsche Curves, my bad. And how long will this stop be for Kennedy? Because the battle between him and Smolka could happen. Bergqvist currently 12 seconds behind Smolka. These two are battling before the pits, but now this strategy has kind of split them apart slightly. Welling also in the pits as Kennedy comes out. Mungate, actually, hold on a second, might lose a podium place here because Kennedy comes out and he's still in third place. Kennedy could get the podium here with only, how much time is there left? 13 minutes remaining. Mind you, Mungate has hotter tyres. Tyres up to temperature, I mean. But he's 10 seconds behind Kennedy. That extra pit stop may have cost Kennedy the podium. No, it may have cost Mungate the podium and gave it to Kennedy. Mungate, by the way, just to remind all of you, has the fastest lap of the race with a 3-minute 27.1. The next fastest is Joker with a 3:27.5. 9.7 seconds splits third and fourth. I was expecting the battle for it to be between Kennedy and Smolka, but no, it's between Kennedy and Mungate. Wow. Okay, that's interesting as the battle for the race lead. Another second splits the two cars from 11 to 12 seconds now. And the disparity between second and third is currently 107 seconds. But yeah, I mean, Mungate is closing. There's no doubt about that. We got 6 tenths already catching up. Well, now under 9 seconds between the two cars. And I think Mungate now realizes that he has to push flat out. He did an extra pit stop that he didn't need to. He wanted to switch to the soft compound tyre. But could that have just cost him? That's an interesting. But he is okay. Now he's just gained 8.2. He's now within 8.2 seconds. 11 minutes left to go. Interesting to see what you see, because Kennedy's fastest lap right now is a 3-minute 30. Mungate on overall race pace is faster. We saw that in the night stint. He took the race lead from Joker. .4, 7.3. Okay, it's getting closer. This is fair enough. He's just gained around 3 seconds in the last two sectors. So it's not fully gone, but this is something that I didn't really expect for the final 10 15 minutes left of this 2.4 hour Le Mans race. welcome back.
All right.
Well, while you were gone,
I am finally back.
Yeah.
Yes.
So something weird has just happened. Kennedy's still in third after pitting, and Mungate is now currently in the chase for the podium.
Huh.
So I was just talking about that the entire time you were gone because he just pitted after you left.
Oh boy.
He was 10 seconds behind Kennedy at the start of the previous lap. He's now just gained 4 seconds. So it may not be the biggest blunder in the world, but that extra pit stop did definitely give Kennedy the chance to be in third place when he was nowhere close to getting third place until now.
Yeah, that's just I don't understand why Mungate made that pit stop. I know he wanted to get off with the softs, but the mediums were still gonna work to the end. But like he was in that box for a long time, and we're gonna ask him post race because I really want to know what happened there. Because yeah, very very bizarre from the BMW to be down there, but now he's just gonna be pushing his ass off to get up into the top 3 and to get after Kennedy. But the main thing is that they are 5 seconds between the two of them, and in 9 minutes, not impossible. So this race is not over at all between these two. But at least up in front, Joker has extended. He's gone 1.5 seconds up on Phoenix. Now it was a 10-second gap last time I saw. Now it's 11.5 seconds.
Yep.
So we're coming up to the last few laps of this race. It's been an incredible race, though, so far. Lots of drama, but pretty clean so far from every single driver. Very glad to see them out and surviving with 8 drivers still out on track racing. Well, 9, including Mr. Frokov in the LMGT3, who's going to be having a very happy race to just finish. He's just went for a 2.5 hour cruise. I don't blame him.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. I mean, like you're right. We haven't seen like major incidents throughout the entire race. Sure, at the start we saw what was it, Gerard having that massive off and impacting a few other cars. But apart from that, everybody else has been pretty clean, to say the least.
which is pretty much a polar opposite from Spa. Which is, hey, I'll take it. I have no problem with that. So coming up to 7.5 minutes remaining, which is around 2.5 laps. Joker entering into the second chicane right now. Just perfect in that Lamborghini SC63. I know there's a lot of my friends that I was talking to about this. They're big Lambo fans and they love this car, so they're always happy to see this car running up in the front of any category. So it is good to see. And I know don't mean to plug a different championship. I know my championship, the Lamborghinis are also going to be near the top of the timing sheets as well, because people just love this car, and I guess people are just very fast with this car. If it's in the right hands and in the hands of Joker, it is absolutely flying. Just so quick, dude. I almost said a 128, but a 328.952, just 0.2 down on Phoenix last lap, showing that he is just nowhere off the pace at all, just controlling it from the front. And with just under 6.5 minutes to go, it is pretty much sealed. But let's go back to our battle for P3. Mungate already under 2 seconds to Kennedy. So this is getting so close in this battle for P3. I'm wondering, though, if we're going to see some elbows stretching out here with the last few minutes of this race. They've been racing for well over 2 hours now. So they can either just want to be done and just want to get it home safe, or Kennedy is just going to be fighting on for dear life in this battle for P3. We're about to find out with 5.5 minutes, just over 5.5 minutes remaining in this race.
Yeah, Jamie is closing up so quickly. quicker than I even expected, because he's now 1.5 seconds. He was just 2.5 seconds just on the start-finish straight. But now it's within slipstream range as Welling comes into the pits. And we could see a move actually on this lap, because Jamie is now under a second, 6 tenths splitting the two cars. It could happen right now, right here. Kennedy struggling a little bit, or maybe Jamie is just pushing to his limits. Either way, it's the final countdown between these two drivers. Kennedy in a position which I don't think he expected at the start of this race. Jamie trying to salvage a podium after taking the lead a couple of times in the last 2.4 hours. And now they're barreling down towards Indianapolis. Taking away.
Salvaging indeed, as he's right on the back bumper of the 963. That overtake is not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
Yeah,
and I am wondering when he is going to get that job done. It won't be into Indianapolis. He's just going to be a little
Oh my god, he's closing up
he was getting
quickly.
very, very close in on the braking zone. Right up and close. Will he go for it into Arnage? No, he's going to be pretty patient here. He's got plenty of time. He's at the bare minimum has 1 lap to do it. We're coming up to 4 minutes remaining. Someone in chat saying no G4 stream.
Oh, it's because G4 is happening. Group 4 for F1 is supposed to be happening now, and I think they were expecting a live stream.
Oh, yeah. I see. So my apologies, Shuza. We will be getting over to that G4 stream very, very soon. We're just coming up to the end of this race because we are so close to the end with just under 4 minutes remaining, and a battle from P4 and P3. Mungate versus Kennedy. They're both absolutely pushing these two German machines to the limit as they're entering the 4 chicanes now, and now pretty much have a lap remaining because we have 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. That's over a lap to go, and it's gonna be, I think they will have just over 1 lap remaining because of Joker, because he is in P2, or sorry, he's just halfway, sorry, P2. He's just coming up the chicane 2. Or no, sorry, not chicane 2. Sorry, I see the one car, the green one car that's throwing me off because that's goddamn Frokov in the LMGT3. Sorry, Joker is entering through Indianapolis. He's just come out of Arnage now, going towards the Porsche curves. So in the Lamborghini, he will do 1 more lap, and then the timer will run out. But I think this might be the last lap for Mungate and Kennedy. It very well could be with the time remaining. But down the Mulsanne straight we go into the first chicane. Will the BMW make the move? He goes up the inside, but Kennedy's going to crowd him. Almost collides at 205 miles an hour into the chicane. Kennedy not giving it up just yet, but it looks like around the outside Mungate is going to get the job done. Up into P3 he goes. It was a really good job from the I just lost my words. There was a great opportunity for the 99 car to defend, but just not enough, as the BMW was way too powerful on the straight. But now the BMW having to do some defending of himself. Can Kennedy go around the outside, or is he going to make Mungate break late? No, I don't think so. He's done a good job, but he's actually gone a little bit wide. I think Kennedy's going to get the run down into the Mulsanne corner. This is a great run now from the 963. German versus German engineering, V8 versus V8. Who's going to be the one to lead them down into Mulsanne corner? Kennedy looking up the inside. They're wheel to wheel going down the inside. He goes off into the gravel.
Oh my god,
Mungate is going to be able to hold it. He doesn't hit the tarmac at all. He keeps the car alive, but he's lost a lot of time. It's 1.5 seconds between the two of them, and with a minute remaining in this race, that could be it. But you never know. You never know what happens, and maybe going into the steward's room, Mungate could win that and get back up in the P3. But it's Kennedy who's going to stay up in front with a minute remaining in the battle. Mungate, I know he's kicking himself in the backseat of his car, but look at him. He's pushing it to try to get back up onto the rear. He's under a second immediately, gaining half a second just through the Indianapolis corner alone. He is getting right onto the back of him, and we know how fast that BMW is through the Porsche curves, so he could be right onto the back of Kennedy out of the Porsche curves. But with 22 seconds remaining in this race, the timer will be done for the number 1 car. But will there be another lap of racing for these two? Because here we are, 10 seconds remaining. Will they be able to hold on? I'm not 100% sure, but look at how close he is with Rokov being the LMGT3 to slow him down as they're coming up to 0 seconds. I don't know if they will be able to cross the line and count as the official time. Will they have another lap? I'm not sure, but into the 4 chicanes they go. Bradley Kennedy is going to be able to hold on to P3 if this is it.
It is.
Push it as
checker
hard
flag.
as he can as Mungay gets it. As the checker flag comes out, or
but
is it?
The checker flag did come out of the front, but I think that's for Joker. I don't know if that was the actual finish. No, it's not done yet. Because
no, it's not done at all.
Yet.
We still have a battle for P3. Mungay all the way on the back. We're gonna have to watch this battle, but go immediately back to Joker. I don't want to miss this.
Joker's too far away. We'll cut back when he does come towards the 4 chicanes. But
yes, you have his track map up.
I don't have the track map up. Just let me know.
I don't. So I'll make the cue to cut over.
Okay, cool.
But down the back straight we go. Mungay trying to stay in the slipstream as Kennedy weaving this way and that way to try and break the toe as they go on the back straight. He does have a pretty good gap to the BMW, but here he comes in the slipstream, hitting 205 miles an hour. He switches to the outside. Does he go around the outside?
Oh my God!
He does. What an unbelievable overtake as he gets it up in the P2 and now across the finish line. He's going to win in Le Mans in the 2-hour 40 race. Joker in the 63 is your winner. He has won Le Mans. He has conquered Le Mans, and he's won 2 races in a row. The Lamborghini has dominated this race from lights to flag, but now we immediately see Phoenix coming across the line. He will come home in second. An amazing job from him, but now immediately back on to the remaining podium spot. We got Mungay up in front. Kennedy now in the slipstream. Will he be able to launch an attack into the Mulsanne corner? We go down here. He's not close enough, I don't think, into the Mulsanne corner. He's going to have to wait it into Indianapolis or possibly the Porsche curves. It's not done at all, but we know how good that car is in the BMW is in that 3rd sector, so he might just be safe going down into Indianapolis. The gap is just around half a second. I think that just might be a big enough gap for the BMW. The whole Kennedy is kicking himself. He thought he had it, but it just might be slipping out of his reach. Is now look at Mungay. He gains so much time as Mungay goes a little bit wide on the exit, loses a little bit time. Good thing though, he gained some time out of the exit of Indianapolis, because if he didn't gain that time, that could have been him pass. But now into the Porsche curves, this is where the BMW comes alive, and now that gap is half a second. I think he's just going to be able to hold on. It's been 2 hours and 25 minutes of racing, but it comes down to just half a second between these two in the podium places through the Porsche curves. Look at the gap he pulls out. It's up to 8/10 now. As they go through the curves, it's up to a second now. This is Mungay's podium to lose. He did a questionable stop. We were wondering in the pit crew why he was doing it. We thought he might have lost it, but no, he brought it back, and he's going to be able to hold on through the 4 chicanes to be the last man to step on the podium. It's going to be Jamie Mungay to come home in 3rd and Bradley Kennedy in 4th. A great battle for the last podium spot in the race. A phenomenal showing from those 2 drivers. What a finish from them.
What a finish.
Smoka comes home in 5th. Holds off Bergqvist in his charge. Bergqvist was down to 2 seconds between the two of them, as they're now coming across the final line. It was a good opportunity. I bet you if Bergqvist had another 2 laps, he could have gone the Toyota, but Smoka is able to get a top 5 finish at Le Mans. Bergqvist comes home in 6th. Dicking comes home in 7th. Kyle Welling comes home in 8th. Or no, Kyle Welling DNF. He was not able to finish the race, sadly, as Dickin in 7th, the final driver to finish. Kyle Welling, Nico Perez, JD Lucia, Antoine Ponset, P-Dad, Alonso Strictly Linneran, and Jitawad are retirees. We had so many retirees in this race.
Frokov comes across the line. And
what a race.
What a race.
That was amazing. What a finish here at Le Mans. I think we need to try to get the Joker into the he's in the LMU party chat. Let's go over to his voice call. Congratulate our winner in the 63. He did it last time out in Spa. You done it again. Joker, what an amazing race. Talk to us about it, man. How was going through that race, that strategic battle with Phoenix and Bungay? How was it just maintaining that and keeping that pace throughout that race?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't easy. I was pushing in the second stint where I double stinted the tires. I was pushing like crazy, and it felt in the third especially with the old tires, it felt horrible. So yeah, I was pushing 24/7, and yeah, they didn't make my life easy. And after the first stint and starting the first and the second, I thought I wouldn't get the win, but then I gambled with the strategy. I didn't change tires for the third, and so yeah, I was able to stay consistent, especially with the double stinting the tires, and yeah, it feels amazing. I'm so just impressed at just how well you guys just went on that stint. You had done an incredible job, because I really thought the BMWs were gonna try to out strategize you there, but they just weren't able to get close enough. Phantom going very early on the stop. Did that throw you for a loop? Was that pretty surprising for you to see him go that early? He wasn't on my radar until he was near me with Moongate. I was looking in the first stint. I was only looking at the front. There was Antoine Ponset in front, and he was doing a nice job. But I noticed that he made a mistake with the softs and double stinting them. And then behind, in the second stint, I noticed, oh, yeah, Moongate was coming, and so yeah, I was trying to stay in the slipstream, but he was just as fast, and when it was dark, the pace was absolutely horrible, and I wasn't able to push, and yeah.
Yeah, so this is our race winner, the Joker, getting it done in the Lamborghini. I would like to very much see if we could get anyone else into a chat. There's a Yuki that has entered the chat. I'm not sure. But Jarvis, you got any last words for you? You got any questions to give over to our race winner, or
honestly,
got any closing
stuff? Extremely consistent, lack of no mistakes throughout the entire race. So well deserved race win for you, Joker. Honestly, I do see that Yuki is a BMW driver. Which one of the BMW drivers is it? Is it?
I'm not sure.
It's one of the BMW drivers.
I do not know.
Oh, so Jamie.
Phantom.
That is me.
So that's so Nick, do you have any questions for Jamie then? Because that's extra strategy then. Extra pit stop.
Yeah, no, Jamie. Wait, you are Jamie, right? Because we both said Phoenix and Jamie at the same time. Yes, yeah. Jamie, I gotta ask, because you went into the mediums, you did the stop after Phoenix. You went in and did the softs, and then you stayed in for what happened during that stop? Just run me through that whole thing.
Well, to be honest, it started on, I think, the medium stint. I had an off at Indianapolis and got suspension damage and rear. So
Oh,
I think we were trailing in. We were
fuck.
still in P2, but obviously, the pace wasn't there. Obviously, with the damage, we were losing a lot on the straights. So I boxed for the soft, but then I knew the tire delta for the tire change was 13 seconds, and I think Jocko wasn't out of that window, so I just thought maybe there'd be a chance. But nah, he was perfect today. He was too quick. He wasn't getting involved in mistakes. So fair play to him. Very good job. I had the pace today, but yeah, my inexperience is clearly showing in sports cars because this is the first time I think I've completed a full race in a league with sports cars. But yeah, I'm still happy with it. It was very tense last few laps.
yeah.
Definitely a little bit stressful. But yeah, it just all started with the damage, and it was very difficult to drive. The steering was bent as well, so I just came in for the softs and just said, you know what, for my own pride and for my own opportunities to showcase myself in this league, let me just put a soft on and just go for it. And yeah, it definitely put a smile back on my face having that battle at the end because yeah, we could have won it today, but obviously we were not the smartest. So I'll still take what I got from it. It was a very fun race, especially at the end. So thank you to Kennedy for that battle. But yeah, we'll just go to the next race, and obviously next season, hopefully we can come back and win Le Mans.
And yeah, that's I believe you guys did have the pace to it. Just got to figure that out for next year. And you said if this is only your first race, man, dudes, the sky's the limit for you. I'm really excited to see you guys moving into the next race. So that's our other podium spot member, Jamie Mungate. I would like to see though, if we could get Phantom in for a conversation, but if not, I would like to ask because I see a Mr. Smorka in the Toyota. I do have to ask you,
Yes.
Mr. Philippe, the hard tires.
Uh-huh.
Why?
Why
I
not?
asked about the hard tires, man.
Yeah, I just was like not on pace to win the race, so I thought like maybe not pitting for tires would give me probably 24 to 30 seconds. But yeah, just for fun, basically. I don't usually do hypercars. I do GT3s only. So
how was that transition from you?
well, it was easier from like the race start was difficult because of course they are very low on temperature, and then the night shift was also very bad because again the temperatures, and somehow found pace in the middle of the stint, and then it dropped off massively, and I was being chased by a angry Alpine driver, and that was basically fun. Yeah. No fighting today,
Yeah.
but it was fun, to test something out in Le Mans. I was testing how much the tires can go, and fun.
Awesome. That's awesome to hear from our top 5 member here, Philippe Smoka in the Toyota. Well, I think we can call that a very successful race, much cleaner than last time out in the at Spa, which is a breath of fresh air probably for everyone. This has been an absolutely amazing race from front to back. So, Jarvis, any closing words from you on this end? Closing ones.
It was a great race. 2 hours and 25 minutes of Le Mans is not easy. Half the grid retired, but the people that finished endured driving around that track. Well done, honestly. Yeah. But apart from that, take it away, Nick.
Yes, I absolutely will. Next race. We are looking for okay. Thank you so much, Discord, for doing exactly what I wanted.
Next race is 60 minutes of Silverstone. 60 minutes of Silverstone 2 weeks from now.
Thank you. The 16 minutes of Silverstone 2 weeks from now. And that is January 3rd. The first race of the 2026 calendar year is going to be at Silverstone. So make sure you guys are there. Drivers and I hopefully will be back here in the commentators booth. I know I will be watching some legendary racing around a legendary track. It has been an absolute pleasure yet again to be your host of this race. and to have my co-host alongside me for the second time, Jarvis. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. My name is Nicholas Poitras. I'm joined alongside Jarvis Coyd. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you at Silverstone in 2 weeks' time.